happy, blessed, beautiful Saturday. It is July 4th. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving It To You Straight, live from the East Coast here in the States. It is 4th of July, Independence Day. I want to welcome you in a spirit of gratitude and appreciation. It is with my greatest intentions as we celebrate a happy Independence Day here. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. This is some sparkles so we can get the energy going here. Here we go. Woo. Happy 4th of July and happy birthday to all my beautiful Cancers. It is in this beautiful summer solstice that we celebrate all your accomplishments. May the 4th be with you. Happy 4th of July. Be careful with fireworks, everyone. Be careful with these fireworks. They are not for young children. They are for children. Be mindful. Get in a place where it's safe. Do not try this at home, what you just seen. It'll be very dangerous. Welcome. I want to begin with a deep gratitude and appreciation for each and every one of you. Your presence here is not random, it is aligned. And I thank you for your openness, your curiosity, and your willingness to grow. I thank you for sharing your time, energy, and your trust with me. Of course, this sacred space exists because of all our shared intentions. Of course, it is the intention to evolve, to awaken, and to love more consciously. So I honor the journey that you're on, the courage that it takes to seek truth. And of course, I'm grateful that today, once again, in this moment, that our paths will cross once again. And so I thank you so much. May what we build here continue to nourish, uplift, and expand us all. Your support is felt. Your energy matters. And I thank you so much. And I thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart to my kindred circle, for my heart stars, my luminaries, my tribe family, ancestors, and of course, all our heavenly angels. Okay, however you understand. As we move with divinity, may the heart, keep the heart strong, heart and mind coherence, and of course, stay love, okay? Continue to bless your path forward. Happy birthday to all my beautiful, of course, Cancers. May your day be full of bliss, joy, beauty, happiness all around you. And may all your birthday wishes come true. Today's the day where you can bless your new path, all right? As you have another circle around the sun. Begins today. Thank you so much for sharing your trust with me. Let your light shine. This little light of mine, I was gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. It's all believing in yourself, having courage, vision and courage, and faith in all you do, regardless of your mood swings, all the ups and downs of our emotions. All right, it's a test of faith. And basically, what I like to understand, is how we understand the optimistic human emotions. Love does really sit at that center, right? And when we ignore reality, all right, we ignore part of ourselves. So, gratitude, locking it in with gratitude. It is a superpower. It anchors your light. And of course, manifestations happen faster because without gratitude, you might feel empty. But when you lock it with gratitude, your whole system will agree. That is a hidden power in gratitude. It doesn't bring things to you. It makes you just aware and what's aligned. You got to remember aligned with what's already available. All right? There is a whole field of consciousness waiting to be discovered. When you see things, things appear faster. All right? Because it is aligned. All right? So you got to understand that. Maybe the timing is off. But when you operate from your higher self, more compassionate for yourself and others, you don't be so hard on yourself, because a lot of you guys always hear the inner critic, all right? And that inner critic will basically distort your perception, all right? So always listen to the light that's in your heart. Of course, once again, I welcome you, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Your energy is powerful, and your presence is felt. You already know you don't show up by accident. It's not random. It is aligned. Your energy is love. And let's step on in, tap all the way in. This is where the stars speak and the cards tell like it is. Higher self, messages, oracles here, whether you're doing shadow work, spiritual work, energy work. What energy are you tapping into? Hey, Francis, compassion. I love that. Healing, right? Because compassion is one of the beautiful gifts that we have, right? Showing empathy towards others, all right? But, of course, we got to bring our strength into that, all right? And so, in harmony and gratitude, all right? So, I enter this moment in infinite gratitude, grateful for the eternal current of life moving through me, around me, for the beginning with every ending. There's a beginning, there's an ending. And I give thanks for the infinite intelligence that weaves all things together, seen and unseen, known and unknown. I honor the endless expansion of my spirit, the limitless capacity of my heart, and the boundless field of consciousness that I'm part of. May my gratitude ripple outward without limit. May it return to me multiplied. May I remember that I am both finite in form and infinite in essence. In this external exchange of giving and receiving, I say thank you without end. Hey, Michelle Diaz. ¿Cómo está, Michelle? ¿Cómo estás, Miss Diaz? Hello, man. Best wishes to you. Divine morning to you. Beautiful star. All right? As we tap into the most amazing energy of gratitude, right? It is your anchor. It keeps your emotions locked in and equals faster manifestation, all right? Anchored with gratitude, it is a superpower. It's not a weakness. It's okay to be thankful. And then you start focusing on what's available, right? Gratitude for the things that are going well in my life, right? That the bills are paid, all right? We focus so much on money. There is value in money, but there's more value in you. If we put the value between people, right, we start making contributions, not only towards others, but towards ourselves, our family, our future, okay? Michelle, I honor and appreciate your guidance and advice. I honor and appreciate you as well. Your energy is love, and it truly matters to me. And let's go ahead with a moment of gratitude. And in this gratitude, when we experience, right? Send to us to elevate. Exactly. Elevate your frequency. All right. And I do want to talk about frequency. All right. Because it's metaphorically used. All right. And when we elevate to a higher potential means that we continuously to do these things because we are vibrational beings anyway. All right. We high vibrational beings. And so for the, sometimes we get confused about vibration, sound, frequency, and the manifestations, the mind. You're connected to a higher consciousness, all right? And we go through these multiple frequencies. And when we experience this tingling of the head, ringing of the ears, having these major aha moments, lighting faster access information with wisdom, because knowledge is good, but wisdom is power. Wisdom is all about taking action. You can have all the knowledge you want, but if you are not tapping into your inner wisdom, all right, you start feeling empty, like I'm not doing something. Knowledge is good, but wisdom is power. This is where you truly shine, all right? So align yourself with high vibrational intelligence, all right? You are part of this beautiful field, consciousness, moving consciousness. Understand cosmic, spiritual prana, that life force, all right? Pop that kundalini, do it today, and you are God sent as well, okay? I honor you as much as you honor me in this moment, and of course, let's keep in mind that we both finite in form with the pentacles and infinite in essence, okay? We are not separated from the universe. You are basically cosmic matter rearranged, all right? And so you are a localized expression of it. The sooner the better you understand. And the whispers of why we have gratitude moment. Let's go ahead. Just one gratitude card for the collective here. Go ahead and show some love. Drop some cosmic energy. Drop a moon, a heart, a star. Drop an eye. Drop Pluto. Well, the only one that shows up, it is Saturn. It's one of the slower moving planets. All right? And so when we understand today is Saturn's day, drop some love. Come on, light it up. Like the 4th of July, you lied to me, I lied to you. No more lying. Let's speak some truth here. If it was easy, we will all be doing it. But because we don't see our blind spots, we live in denial, avoidance, and defensive. All right, drop that guard. It's not that serious. Let's have a little polarity. Let's have a little balance. Oye, ¿cómo está? Capricornio, ¿cómo está? Enchilada. Let's have a little fun along the way. Prana, life force. It'll clean your, according to ancient culture, not me. What I'm about to say here, a lot of things I can't be saying because blah, 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 it'll be taken as this is it. No, and I don't want you to take it as this is it. I'm talking about when we cleanse and when we do that breath work, when we sit in meditation, 5 or 10 minutes, when we ground. All right, you're being of ground. Stop holding on to your gifts. Why are you holding on to your gifts? You hold on to your thoughts, your words. You don't take action. You hold on to the pentacle. All right. You hold on to your spiritual gifts. All right. Learn how to use them in everyday life. You know, the pentacle is more than a coin. It represents spirit, expression in the material world. All right. You hold on to that cup. All right. Your divinity. All right. And you hold on to what? To that wand, the power, leadership. Leadership's in your feelings. And so anyway, how to have the balance between that page and that king or queen. Here we go. Moments of gratitude. Let's light it up like the 4th of July. Let your light shine because this little light of mine. Come on, guys. I just gotta let it shine. And let it shine, let it shine. Today I'm gonna let it shine. Freedom, independence. Think about a favorite meal. I'm gonna let it shine before we step into the good. All right. Think about a favorite meal or food. Who introduced you to it? All right. Who introduced you to a favorite meal that you do today? We love food. All right. So today's all about barbecuing, going out with family, getting that grill going, sharing meals. This is what Gemini brought to the zodiac. All right. It split up a lot of people, communities, because hey, you don't stay stuck down there. We want to mingle. We want to talk. We want to communicate. And of course, Gemini, thank you. And of course, I can attest to that because I am a twin. So I can relate so much with the energy of Gemini and having Saturn in Gemini. So anyway, thanks, Gemini, for bringing us communication with each other. Thank the beautiful planet Mercury that is in retrograde at the moment because it's giving us, hey, go inward. These blindfolds don't stay on for long. So communication is important, family healing, bonding with parents, speaking your truth. And so this is the time, okay? Let it shine. Drop some love. Come on, guys. Think about a special time or a favorite meal. Either you're cooking with somebody today. There is some new recipes that you might want to try. Do it, all right? But don't spend too much money, all right? Because that's what the food invites you to. Go ahead and create that special meal. Step into the unknown. You might not know how to make it, but repetition is everything. You do everything. You do life like that, right? Consistency, repetition, and of course, you get better at it. You just don't go to school once and learn, all right? You just don't go to one grade. Oh, I know it all, okay? No. It takes years, and it takes practice, but it absolutely takes humbleness. So I, of course, for this moment, I'm humble, and I'm all humble, right? Not only when things are going my way, when it's difficult, when I have these challenges, personal, all right? Of course, when it comes to work and responsibilities or relationships. We all have challenges, all right? And so let's just keep humbleness, and because another universe will, God will humble you. Put it like that. That's it, all right? So learn how to be grateful for the things that you have now and what is to come, all right? Love is on its way. All you have to do is acknowledge it, speak it, watch the power of your thoughts and your words because they hold creation, all right? We got the whispers of white, but let me go to a higher self oracle for Cancer. Integrity, truth, all right? Your dignity, your ethics and morals. We have them. They'll show up, and that is how and what guides your decisions. How to work, all right, how to live a good life, how to make really good decisions, choices. So we make choices and decisions you make it, you cancel everything else out. Choices, we have multiple choices each day, all right? You choose, all right? And of course, all our morals and ethics, okay? It's who and what decides what to do. How I live a good life, all right? Because ultimately, we all have a choice, all right? So There it goes. Boom, there it is. All right. When we don't know ethics more, it bothers us. Oh, I don't have no dignity or respect. All right, because when we have integrity, we understand a couple of things. It's not. It's just like going to church, but without the container. This is not a container. This is all free will. All right. This is not. Follow this, and this is the only path. All right. So we're not connecting to that energy. We're connected to the wholeness and the greatest consciousness that exists in all life, seen and unseen. When we understand the vastness of consciousness that we're all part of, it's incredible because we get to see its edges, right? We put abstract, right? We put faces on abstract things, concepts that we don't fully understand. And so, yeah. So let's just be honest about what your feelings, all right? What your needs, what are your boundaries. Don't stay in relationships out of guilt, fear, or habit. All right? Make choices that honor both yours and your person's heart, right? Energy is rising here. Use your discernment. Let's go ahead. Cancer, all right? Truthfulness is one of your true values, right? So you avoid deception and manipulation or hiding important feelings. You understand me? One more. One more. One more. It's like if we live impulsively, all right, the animal's going to take over. You got to harness that animal. You got to use the wild forces, all right? Danger is when you let the animal. The animal is, they go on instinct, all right? So you are human with intelligence with the animal. You have to make sure that you take the animal. Hey, we have to have control, and so understand that you live in the system, the nervous system. You got a lot of structure, but maybe it's limiting you, your structure. So Cancer, you have had the power all along. Now you need to just believe it, all right? So this is energy here. When we see this beautiful heavenly body, we call that Mars. And of course, Cancer, you are a cardinal. All right, you are driven there. Your powerhouse. So or you could say, well, that's Venus as well. All right. And so, however, having the balance between Mars and Venus energy. So today, use your power. Believe in your powers. Believe in your gifts. All right. But it's just telling me here to ground, because spiritual wisdom is into the practical here, right? So instead of keeping something as only an idea, all right, star worship energy, recognizing to trust time and attention here, all right? Only because of this energy and your talents, and you will succeed, all right? Trust your sacred vibration, your sacred frequency. Trust your gravity, all right? So today we speak about who? Saturn, because it's Saturn's day, according to ancient Babylonians, all right? They observed the seven celestial bodies visible to the naked eye: Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Who wants to talk about the stuff that is boring? All right. Who wants to be bored? All right. So anyway, we'll get into that when we understand Saturday is considered Saturn's day because of tradition that goes back thousands of years, combining ancient astronomy, mythology, and the way people name the 7 days of the week. Anybody has a question, come on in on this beautiful Saturday. Happy 4th of July. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are getting ready to go to the pool, to the beach, maybe backyard barbecue. Hey, Nicole. Hola, ¿cómo está? Enchilada. Who's here that's Spanish and Mexican? Is anybody Mexican here? Or is having enchiladas or something like that? Oh, this is Janessa. Nicole. Hey, Janessa. Hi, Ness. Oye, ¿cómo está? Enchiladas. I can't get that word out of my mind. Mamacita. All right, let's go ahead. So, yeah. So, somebody asked me yesterday. Okay, can you please discuss later how to be mysterious? Oh, all right. You guys got music on? You guys got music on? There's something going on. What are you guys doing? I'll just pick that up quickly. And you got Janessa Nicole. You got Janessa Nicole. There's no way, because that's what does he or she speak español? ¿Quién habla español? Yo hablo español, sí. ¿Ustedes saben español? Pues claro que yo hablo español. All right. Oh, they're sleeping. Oh, okay. Okay. Because I'm like, somebody has something out loud. All right. I don't know if somebody's traveling in the car. All right. You guys are going to be traveling today? Un poquitito, pisito. So your husband and your children are. Okay. Because I'm like, who is that? Mexican. All right. So welcome, welcome. Un poquitito, un poquito. Poquito is pisito. Poquito, P-O-C-I-T-O. Poquito. Poquito. It's like you could put it the K. Bozito, Pajito. It depends on your pronunciation, right? Because the C is used as a j. Italiano. All right. Well, bless you and your family. You guys are going out for the 4th? Anyway, so yeah, we go back to, because are you tapping into any deity or God or anything like that? And we understand the deities and the, you know, when it comes to a more mythological or more, so you're going to your dad's. Oh, okay. You guys enjoy, be safe out there. Remember, a lot of people are drinking and driving and just being reckless. Just take your time, all right? Take your time coming back home. Okay? Remember, everybody wants to get... Somebody got to be the responsible parent. We can't have two parents that are wild. It is a circus. So just be mindful. If they're going to drink, you don't drink, all right? Or you may have one glass, too. Drink a lot of water. I'm not telling you to drink and drive. I'm just saying to be more mindful. If you do, okay? Plenty of water, plenty of ice. Thank God it's not going to be a scorcher out there. It's not going to be as hot. Especially here in the States, we have some hot weather, all right? Sober, good for you. I love Jesus Christ as well. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that energy and the Christ consciousness. All right, that field of intelligence that we tap into. It is available for us. All right, and yeah, understanding the more mystical part of Jesus Christ, right? And we'll talk about that tomorrow. I don't want to make this a religion because Jesus was not about religion, and it'll turn into a religion. All right? So just consider what I want to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to go into AI, comparing AI to how much time is saving us. All right? And then we're going to compare. We're going to do a lot of comparisons, but if you're not in tune, if you're not understanding, all right, you're not going to understand the way I explain things. It's quick. The universe speaks quickly. All right? We're constantly moving through this field of intelligence. And so, all right? I don't want to kill your magic, your dreams, whatever your beliefs are. So we have the better understanding where you keep your beliefs, and those are great, and I honor that. All right, but if you're here, I don't want you to believe in what I'm saying. I want you to hear, and I want you to go do your own research. You have your own perception, your own understanding of whatever you understand. All right, that is not up to me to decide and make up for you. I'm not here to manipulate anybody into believing something that I believe in. My beliefs are my beliefs, and they are sacred to me. Yours are yours, and that is okay. Everybody is going through a different phase, and when it comes to awakening, okay? So believe slowly. More important, believe in yourself. Have faith in all you do, and courage. If you begin something, you have the power to continue. All right? That's just that simple. All right? Yeah. Okay. We will get to that one step at a time. All right? So quick, easy, boom, it's not going to happen. That's just another way it works. Because the universe is constantly moving. All right, we are having different shifts. So my main focus is on the slower moving planets. What are the energies at the moment with Saturn? Jupiter? We begin with Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. And it could be so boring, but it's not. All you got to think about the planets is like family coming to visit. That's it. Saturn will make you so uncomfortable because it'll make you do things. Now you're going to do things the right way. Let's say you didn't have no discipline, you ran away from home, or you rebel like you're supposed to. Now somebody steps in, or you go to the army. You get that discipline. We need it. All right? We need direction. We need guides. We need mentorship. All right? Like I said, two fun parents, that is a circus. All right? And sometimes I see here all the time. Why I always gotta be the responsible one? We don't always want, oh man, yeah, well, right? How can I have a little more fun? I have so much structure now I feel trapped in it. All right? I have no balance. I see that with the Eight of Swords. Too much structure. Know when you're having too much structure. Now you feel all the routine, everything that you made. Now you feel like, oh, I have to keep this together because it works. Systems are changing. All right? Thank you so much for your like. Noelia Gandola. Hey, Gandola. How are you, Argentina? ¿Cómo estás, Argentina? Bienvenidas al canal. So when we look at astrological meaning in Saturn, which symbolizes discipline, responsibility, time, patience, structure, boundaries, and karma, in a symbolic sense, not bad karma. It's not bad karma. It's not to punish you. The universe, God is always moving in your favor, but He wants you to get now discipline. It wants you to get organized. This is the time. This is it. All right. For that Saturn return, it wants you. It wants the best for you. Everything's always working on your behalf. But when you have structures that are outdated, systems that are outdated, and things start to be, because you are being awakened through discipline. All right. Restrictions. It's going to restrict you some things that that don't fit you anymore. Not where you want to go. All right. That was good for that season, for that time. 10, 20 years, maybe 30 this time. And you making it hard on yourself. So when I get the Two of Wands, which I get it a lot, it is just telling you that what? If you are truly happy in your relationships, in your finances, in your career, your job, great, that's fine. But there's plenty of room for opportunities, improvement, for growth. All right? So, all you have to do is network. Find people in your community with social reciprocity explicitly, right? You have groups, organizations, social media, all right, bandwidth, okay? Connect to others. And if you're shy, you're reserved, you don't think it's going to happen, or by the worst, how long is it going to take? My time is everything. We have too much structure with no goal-minded. Now that you're not goal-minded because you're missing opportunities because of too much structure. Now you're stuck in it. All right. So you have to start doing things differently. All right. I want to know if Adriana, Aquarius 2/1893, will come back to me. Does she love me? I'm a Libra. 9/29/85. Well, let's go ahead. Noelia Gindola. Thank you for. So now is the name Noelia or okay? So that's your picture. You're Noelia, and you want to know if Adriana. All right. Baby, come back to me. Oh, boy. All right. So, anyway, when you see a lot of Saturn, all right, when they see Saturn, it's an idea to unfinished business, organize and get your finances, and setting those long-term goals for yourself, all right? The lessons here, all right, is patience and self-discipline, all right? Rest in a way that restores you for the week ahead. Saturn is the slowest moving planet visible to the naked eye. All right? And so, taking about 29 and a half years to orbit the sun because it is of its slow. Ancient astrologers understand it. It's just benefiting you. It's not nothing's here to harm you. There's no voodoo, hoodoo. There's nobody doing nothing to you. You just got to get all those things out of your mind. Oh, this is something happening. Oh, somebody's doing something. Stop believing in all that nonsense that people don't understand when we look at these beautiful creatures that are in these cards, all right? And start working on some things, some shadows. That's it. Your shadows will show up, and the minute that you're not going to understand them because they want to be seen. So part of you that wants to be seen, all right? Okay, may I also request for a divine guidance, please, based on my energy? All right, we'll see your energy. I would definitely like to look at your energy. And let's see here. Does anyone know English and Spanish? Anybody knows English and Spanish? Noelia, let's pin your question. I don't understand much. What you don't understand so much? You want me to give it to you in español? You want me to give it to you in español? Hey, Ole. Ole. Can someone translate? No, I could give it to you in Spanish. Pónmelo en español, ponme la pregunta en español. Tú quieres la pregunta en español, ponla en español. Te voy a dar 5 minutos. Dale, ponme la pregunta en español porque tú quieres que Adriana, que si se va a regresar, qué es lo que está pasando, un poquito nada más. Te voy a una cartita de, and I'm going to be repeating the same thing in English. All right? For those of you that are not familiar with it. All right? Te voy a dar una cartita. Arle, arle. All right? Dale, ponlas en español la pregunta para, so I can pin it. So she's asking me a question. She doesn't speak well. Her English is not, the understanding of it, right? So you don't pick it up. She doesn't pick it up. So I'm gonna give her a quick reading in Spanish. So those of you that are Spanish, all right. If you're not, so I'm gonna give it to her in Spanish. I'm gonna take it into consideration. Abril, come back if she loves me. Yeah, I already got it. I already got the question, but you don't want to give it to me in English. No problem. Let me see. I want to see what Adriana looks like. I'm a little bit, let's see who is she and if she's with anybody else. These are mostly when I get a new family. When I get my beautiful star family here, I always like to for maybe a confirmation, verification, That's it. Let's go ahead. Noelia, vamos a ver. Yeah, I already told you I'm going to translate it. No more. It's all right. She's addicted to who? Oh, she's addicted to cocaine. That's what broke us up. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll pray for her. I put her on my prayer chart. All right? That's why we broke up. Will she get over it? No, this is more deeper than this is more deeper than this is not an easy thing. The love and the optimism that things will get better, that person will heal, it sits at the root of your emotions. All right, you're a very optimistic person. You see the good in them. You have hope for the future. I see you envisioning this beautiful future. But if you see, Aquarius, practicality is one of the most important things. All right, your thing is in the future. You got your mind on the future, and sometimes Aquarius, it could be something right there that is a blessing. All right, that one of the things, the best qualities about air signs. Aquarius, you got to understand that there is still good stuff here, but you got to look at the practicality of it. You're too far in the future, and that's beautiful, but without grounding, without looking at what's available now. All right, so we have to understand the gap between practicality, doing the actual work, because we got to work with the hands. All right, we have the tools. You are so far in the future that you have to. I'm sorry, I'm going to just tell you. All right, and this is what too far ahead. So let's just focus right now. All right, because if you don't do the work now, then you're going to miss it, and you're going to come back and you'll be like, oh, now I get it. I want you to get a little bit now, and then you can come back to this video and watch it. All right, because I am going to be handling a lot of tools. All right, with the tools that I have. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I will translate it. Because you're giving it to me in English. If you give it to me in English, I'm tapping into that field. All right. All right. So, tú tienes que ponerte practicar. Tú tienes que ponerte aquí ahora, en el momento. Tú estás muy adelante. Entonces lo que pasa es que tú tienes una visión del futuro, pero tú tienes que hacer el trabajo aquí, ahora, en la realidad, en lo que está pasando. No evites lo que está pasando. ¿Ok? So vamos a ver a Adriana. Vamos a verla a ella, Noelia. And I'm sorry that I can't stay. I do have a Spanish channel coming up. So I'm going to send all my Spanish, the ones I really don't understand. I will send you to my Spanish channel in another month. All right, I do have a Spanish channel that I haven't been there in a year. All right, but I'll be there, and then I'll do both, a little bit of both. One more. Thank you. Vamos a ver, Adriana, porque tú tienes que entender, tú tienes que trabajar ahora aquí. La gente que tiene un futuro, un optimismo bien grande, algunas veces necesaria no ve lo que está pasando en el momento. Se preocupa mucho del futuro. You worry too much about the future. All right? And then that's why you take off with somebody else. Or they take off. Okay? It's too much air. It's too much confusion. All right? So that's why I tell air people, you're too far ahead. Look at what your relationship that you have now. Tend to that. Cultivate that. Okay? Give it a chance. You're still going to meet, at the end of the day, anybody that's here that's watching, you're going to repeat the same situation with somebody else. It's not that the other person is better. It's that you're trying to look for now, for the future. And you're forgetting about to take care of the present. All right? So just take your time. All right? Okay? Let's go ahead. Vamos a ver si cómo tú te puedes comunicar con esta. Esto es más para verificación algunas veces. Vamos a ver. Vamos a darle para coger una vibración tuya más permanente, ¿verdad? Porque la energía sube y baja, cambia. La mente tuya tiene que estar un canal directo. ¿Ok? Vamos, Adriana. Vamos. No worries. Y ese lunar, esa se está enseñando. Una cara square. El pelo negro. ¿Quién es esa con el pelo negro? Y esa que usa mucho make-up. Exageradas. ¿Y quién es ese hombre muscular? All patterns attract the same circumstances and the same people. Exactly. This is why we have to change our frequency. And metaphorically speaking, it's used as a metaphor for our emotional, physical, mental states. All right? We got to hide. We got to... she told me on Wednesday not to look for her anymore. All right? So anyway, we got this. And we got this. So how do you resonate? ¿Cómo tú te con esa energía? By the way, this is the first time me seeing it in English and connected in Spanish. All right? Give it to me. Can you tell me? I'm telling you here. This is what's showing up for me. All right? The most closest thing that comes to Spanish is this. All right? This is the most closest thing that comes to Spanish. All right? I want you to tell me how you resonate with this. All right? Because we got a man in here. All right? Are you married or they were married to somebody else? Okay? Judging by this, we got European, we got Mexican, we got European. I see a little bit of Mexican here. And I see a little bit, a person could be mixed. Milano, what they call the Milanos. All right? So anyway, this is, if you don't resonate with anybody here, because there could be somebody. There could be somebody here, all right, either that or somebody's, of course, if you're doing narcotics, you might be losing weight. All right? So I'm going to look a little bit here. All right? This is going to be, I'm going to have to give you a personal so you can see me. All right? Because when you look at addiction through that addiction lens, it's usually one card. It's a pattern, okay? So we're going to see the pattern here. If I get the Fool, because it doesn't start with the devil, all right? The devil shows you, no, the devil's showing you the chains. the devil shows you the chain, all right? Sometimes we say, let me repeat it. If I repeat it, I could control it, okay? I control it if I repeat it, and we're not aware of this. Is the unconscious mind, all right? Anyway, I'm just going to give you a couple of cards. Te voy a dar una carta. All right, but you need to book a reading, all right? Because it's not gonna happen here. It's gonna take too long. You're connected with me, yeah. All right. I'll see you later. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Wait till when I put my Spanish channel, you could go there. No, I can't. I'm not gonna do back and forth. I have other people waiting. Okay. I thought it was gonna be but I am going to give you one. I want to give you a card that you can reflect. Te voy a dar una carta para que tú reflejes. All right? Because you have this beautiful optimistic view in life and healing for the future. But sometimes you're too far ahead in the future. All right? you're Uranus, and Uranus is changing, okay, or limited to rebuilding, okay, because it is the unexpected kind of energy, all right, and that right now, Uranus, I think, is still, no, it's not in Gemini. Is it in Cancer? I don't remember. One more. If you're Spanish only and you don't understand, please don't come to the live. All right, Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. All right, your person is, they don't want to be bothered right now, okay? The Two of Pentacles confirm that energy. They're not grounded, all right? Because when you look at the being of ground, when you look at the infinity symbol, all right, maybe they'll return back maybe 2 years, or they might have to go to rehab, or I don't know if they're going back home, all right? When we understand the human soul incarnated here, okay, and the earthly realm, so holding spiritual gifts and learning how to use them, all right? So they're really good at this, all right? I'm going to leave it there. I'm sorry. Let's come in with the next person. Thank you. Muchas gracias. No, you're going to have to book a reading, all right? I can't. Let me go step out of your energy, because air signs are, you know, they could really take you in this loop. and not. Muchas gracias. Come back. Yeah, come back some other day. Or book a reading. I'm going to put it in the community, how you could reach me. I got another week, and then I'll be ready to do those. You could book a quick reading. All right, you could see me. We could exchange energy, Spanish, but it's not going to happen here. All right? No, if you don't get it down, you're not going to get it later. No, all right? It's still going to be, unless you go learn English in 2 weeks. You could do it. All right? Okay, let's go ahead to the next person. All right? And that's one of the things when this card shows up, all right? Your person has, they think if they could just repeat it, they could control it. They have, they're a really, really good liar, so I'll be careful. When you get that Pentacles, a person is a really good liar, and of course the Six of Cups, they could manipulate you through kindness. So there's a manipulation through kindness, and I'm going to leave it there. Somebody can help me, yes or no, all right? It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. It's a no. All right, let me get out of your energy. I'm going to step out. Anybody else come back, come in? All right, you got that Six of Cups. I told you that you have to book a, tiene que coger un reading, book a reading. Yeah, take all your energy. All right, no, it's not going to happen. All right, go work on yourself, all right? Because one thing about the flowers that are exchanging between those two figures, they symbolically represent giving and receiving, all right? And genuinely healing wounds, but with that Two of Pentacles, right? There is a manipulation of energy there, okay? This is sharing without giving back, okay? So the heart softens, emotional warmth returns. All right, you reconnect with joy and affection or meaningful relationship, but what remains become more important than what was lost. All right, it points to someone else from the past reappearing, but it can also mean a connection develops qualities with the past, trust and innocence and sincerity. There's a reunion. Yes, there is a reconnection. All right, because maybe you go into this nostalgic energy because we have Mercury retrograding. All right, so I think that for me, you probably in love with the person who they used to be rather than to look at what they're now, which is dangerous. All right, you are just too much in who they used to be. You got to see them for what they used to be. All right. There's a difficulty. I have a difficulty moving forward. There's old wounds. There's memories. All right. You viewing somebody through the lens of who they used to be. All right. Not who they are now. That's what it's telling you. That is what they're telling you. All right. And so as soon as I see that, I'm stopping right there. All right. So you idealize in the past more than what is happening. So go heal. Take some time, and I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna step back, all right? I'm sorry that you're going through that. And yes, of course, addictions, they affect families. Sometimes we make accommodations for these because we're not dealing with childhood trauma. We all got trauma, all right? And it's not in the blaming how did it happen, but, you know, on the road to recovery, let's just wish her the best. I'm going to step back. I am not a licensed therapist, okay? I cannot give you that kind. I could give it to you through the tarot cards, and that's how far as I go. All right? I'm not a licensed therapist yet. All right, we are back. I have some cereal. Let me have a little cereal. Um, Happy 4th of July, Lauren. Laura, hey Laura. Laura Ramirez, ¿cómo está? May the 4th be with you. Hey Harry Carey, hi, sweetie. Listen, addictions, Saturn's Day, all right, when it gets toxic. That toxic energy. But what I want to ask, and she left, right? I don't know if she's still here, but I will get in touch with her. To anybody that's watching that has dealing with that, but when we really look at it, right? I mean, aside from the addiction and the drugs and the alcohol and the sex, right? Because we get intoxicated. What does like? Because we go back to the nostalgic memories. I mean, right? So my thing is this: what that person makes you feel like? What are you really missing? The security, the stability, the reliability. What she did for you? What did she do for you that you so like? Oh my God! What is it that she? What did she do for you? Is it the sex? You got to be honest. I love you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what is that? That's what you got to ask yourself. What did she do for you for the past that you still that you wish you had? Was it taking care of you, being secure, having you security, giving you? She must have done something that it gave you such an impact, right? She must have been such a caused such an impact in your life that now you're missing that security. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have another experience with somebody else, and if you don't take it, if you're trying to secure, right, a person that's not secure, you gotta ask yourself a lot of questions. What is it that I'm missing? Is it the sex? Then you really gotta work on yourself. All right, you gotta say, man, I missed the sex. Say it. Then you gotta deal with. Now you have to go deal with you, with the things that you can accept about yourself. If it's the security, the money, because I know that one thing about Libras, they're very giving. They're very giving people, all right? But they are about balance. The seventh house, right? It's all about karmic corrections. And this is what happened when somebody, and they do get taken advantage a lot. And so sometimes they don't recognize that. And so anyway, let me eat a little cereal. So, what are you missing from that person? Do you want to help her? At no point, oh, I want to help her. I want to get her some help. Did you do it already? All right. What are you doing? Is what my question to you is. All right. What are you missing so much about her? What is it? Because Aquarius represents hope for the future, but it's a fixed sign. All right. Don't mess with my security. Nobody likes to be when systems change. They have a hard time adapting. All right. So let me go to the next person. Put your question. I have a question. Go ahead and put it. You know. So I'm going to talk about, since she said that, she came in with an added question. I am going to talk about how addiction actually forms from a symbolic lens. All right. I'm not giving it to you from I'm not a licensed therapist. You will have to go seek outside of this space here to go find out, right? Therapy or got more guidance or more tools. All right. I'm giving to you cosmic spiritual tools here. All right. This is the energy that I operate from. Hey, how are you? How are you, Imani? Hey, Imani. Future of my current relationship. Will we get married? All right. I'm going to give you an outcome there. We're going to look at now. And we're going to look at that possible outcome. All right. I like that. Hi, how are you? And then your question. That's it. It's that simple. You don't have to put all these messages unless you comment in. Right? So when we look at, when we speak about addictions, how they tend to form, right? The nervous system finds something that regulates pain fast. So repetition teaches the brain that this is relief. All right? All right? It's simple. So you got to learn, oh, I'm in the moment. You want to be willing. If you want to be with anybody, especially after they suffer addictions, you want to be able to equip yourself and get better tools to help them. You're gonna do it the same. toxic, positive talk. No, you can't do it from that lens. So educate yourself. This is the time that you say, well, I'm in a healthier mindset. Let me get myself together so I could teach them. But if you're doing it because you're trying to secure, so if you're censor, you move forward. But if you're trying to secure, you step back. And you say, wait a minute, do I want to enter this without no tools? Okay, you have to be mindful. This is why mindfulness is key. All right? You're trying to secure. For me, I feel like you're trying to secure something. And I was explaining this to you. And you're trying to secure something that is not stable. All right? That needs restructuring, but slow. All right? We got to start building from the ground up, because addiction and obsession don't start as addiction. It starts as an experience of energy that becomes unregulated over time. All right? And so we chase sensation and repetition without reflection. So reflection is so important. And addiction is in a childhood fate, right? But it's the early experience that can shape how the nervous system learn coping strategies. And these card shows coping strategies. So you're going to learn a little bit more here. And I'm going to show you how you could heal, all right, until you get the really professional help available, because there's a lot of things available, all right? So I'm going to show you in the pattern that from the beginning, from the fool, the magician, and until you get to that devil, because the devil shows you the bondage. It shows you your limitations, all right? It shows it to you. It reveals the chains, the pain that is hidden, all right? You don't see it because this is unconscious living. I love your healing energy as well. You're here, all right? Because with sometimes this exposure with grounding, all right? When we look at the food, the magician is to decide to control that experience, but then it repeats the cycle. And then we show the moon and the devil energy, all right? Language, tarot language, of course. Let's go ahead for you. And you're going to learn here, and then you're going to look at your pattern, but it's a slow process. I don't want everybody, oh, let me go change my whole life, and then, all right, I'm missing something, all right? The actual practical work. All right, this is working with your hands. All right, heart and mind coherence. Your whole body must agree. And this is when you see the true power of your inner wisdom. All right, you have all the tools available. All you have to do is acknowledge them, step into your power, but it's a slow process. And if you do that, all right, it's not going to be easy. All right, so there's no quick 1, 2, 3. All right, it requires your effort, your devotion, and your dedication to you. All right, nobody owes you anything. You owe everything to yourself, period. All right, and with that being said, let me tap into the most incredible, powerful, and divine spirit of all there is. All right, you don't want to know. You don't know because you just don't want to take your time. All right, let's go ahead to Imani 99. Come on in, sweetie. Come on in. And who is that? Hey, Shantae away. Hey, love. Can you play a card for me, please? How does Mike feel about me? Will it go anywhere? I like that question. I'll be right with you. Let's go ahead to Imani. Imani, future of my current relationship, and that is with, let's find out, with Will. Is it Will? Or the question is, will I get married? Hey, Adada Kingsley. What's she talking about? Someone owe me something. Nobody owes you nothing. That's what you heard, right? Nobody owes you nothing. All right? If you made a bad investment in somebody, nobody owes you. Owe everything to yourself. All right, so let's just leave it there. All right, learn and then you go teach. All right, you've been down this line, you've been down this energy before. Learn a little bit about addictions because the cards clearly show them. Pattern, repetition, repeated cycle, toxic energy. Learn something new. Show your nervous system a new cause and effect. You're outdated. It's outdated system. All right, reset, baby. Let's go ahead for, oh, shoot. Oh, let's let it, oh, too much information. Too much information. When the cards fall, there's nothing bad happening. That's just the astral. And, of course, the regulation. There's no voodoo hoodoo. It's just something needs to be taken serious here. All right, your suspicious energy. All right? I knitted a scarf with my belly button lint. My belly button. All right. So you have the 8 of Cups here. Why are you afraid of here? So all your hopes and fears are here. All right. Are you thinking that if I made the right decision? What if I step away? What if this is not the right person? So the moon gives you what? The moon gives you wisdom. It's supposed to. You got to come out in your money. I don't want you to just to watch. I want you to engage with your energy. All right. This is not a recorded video. We are live on the 4th of July. We got to bring that power force. We got to create ripples, bandwidth, send that energy. That everything is getting better and better. You allow miracles. Manifest your life. Manifest it. Bring it into reality, right? You live in a world that just keeps getting better and better, all right? Miracles happen to you before, they happen to you again. You just didn't see them because you're worrying about you too far ahead, or either you too behind. You're behind or you too far ahead, all right? What's happening here, Imani? Ada, I will answer you later, okay? Because you may see that's what happens when we take things personal. You live too much in your nervous system. All right? That's impulsivity. All right? And that's the animal. Your lower energy speaking, all right? Control your animal, all right? Because that's what separates me between the ordinary tarot readers. All right? No disrespect to anyone, of course. Right? But when it comes to a spiritual adept person, is that my latter energy has a field which I activate. All right, sacred. It's not only that, it's just sacred geometrical structures. All right, which allows me to. I have availability to higher states of consciousness, and for you it looks like magic or what blah blah blah, because you might be stuck in these dense toxic levels of consciousness. It's just that simple. All right. And when we understand the, especially ancient culture-wise, right, the hidden traditions of initiation around the world, all right, they train their students to understand where these spiritual keys are, all right, in your energy field and how to activate them. But for you, it looks like, all right, so go train your animal to calm down. It's not that serious, all right, and you'll be all right. Then you don't take everything personal. You take everything personal, all right. That's what's happening with you. And so I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Go impulsivity. Deal with that because you could make a fool out of yourself. All right. Before you said, man, is that something true? Is it me? Why am I taking it so personal? We constantly projecting. You got so many blind spots. By the time that you probably a person that you judge and you walk around pointing your fingers and you don't look at your own self. Go point that finger. Anytime that you got a pink finger like this pointing at somebody, it's always a reflection of you, the things that you haven't done, or the things you wish you done. And that, my friend, is jealousy. Work on that jealousy. Your shadows are going to show, and they show up here all the time. Listen to the message. Connect to your higher self, and you connect more with compassion, the Christ consciousness, right? And you start to understanding that we are dealing with this vastness of consciousness that we yet to discover. All right? And with that being said, you have a good day. Let's get back. Imani, if you left, I am going to get out of your energy as quick as 1, 2, 3. All right. Projection is exactly, and we do that all the time because we think we know it all. All right. That is, I'm gonna start coming in with wife energy for stubborn people. Just when I think I know it all, no, wow. All right. No. All right. She left. She's in a hurry. Every time the page wants, I want to know now, and we don't want to reflect. All right. Treat that salamander, all right? These are the blind spots. We rather look at other people, what they doing, what they got going on, and we miss our own, right? We miss our own energy. Like, wow, what happened with my energy? Why is my energy like this? This is why we need constant reflection. This is why Mercury is retrograded, all right? And when you look at the trials of the soul and the test of consciousness, all right, those experiences that force growth and inner awareness, all right, because many spiritual traditions view confronting darkness as part of transformation rather than proof of evil. So the goal is not to always destroy these parts completely, but to understand them, heal them, integrate them, transform them into wisdom and strength. All right. The illumination. You don't only want knowledge. Knowledge is great, but wisdom, that's where the power. When you take action, when you know you have enough, but you have to have courage, right? And where do I build courage? Where do I get it? All right. If somebody told me this, that, blah, 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 blah. All right. Understand that your soul and the soul's evolution experiences to polarity, light, dark, closeness, stagnation, right? And so we understand that, right? Happy 4th of July. Hey, Seema. Hey, Sina. Hi, good morning. Hey, Carrie Tejano, Brazilian. And happy, hey, Harry Carrie Tejano, Brasiliano. And happy, that's right. Let me go here. Hi, good morning. Hey, Zena. Can I ask how the Gemini party turned out yesterday? I wanted to see if it's going ruin. If it's, I wanted to see if it's going to ruin. If it's gonna wait. Let me read that again. Hi, good morning. Can I ask how the Geminis? Oh, you got a Gemini that had a party, and you want to know how it turned out. Yes, that was yesterday. You wanted to see if it got ruined. Somebody said something. Well, there's not a better time than going into what's the tea? If you want something more dramatic and juicy, of course, because here, all right, we're not dull. We're not polarized, all right? We understand polarity, duality, and we operate from the middle, where we don't choose one side. All right, let's go ahead. Yes, what's that tea? Spill that tea. Somebody's about to kiss some. Hey, hey, what's this? What is this? This is the first card that came out. All right, you already know what that is. Who's that? Hey, lover, he's more than a crush. Hey, lover. All right, I'll be right with you. I like a little bit of tea. We really get, because they're fun and full of exposure. Let's go ahead. Seema, aha. Ah, hey, hey, hey. Arley, what up? Relax. All right, let's step into this energy for what's the tea? Dramatic, juicy, because we like it juicy, right? Juicy, juicy. Take your like and shove it up your you know what. Woo. The energy is rising, powerful, and grounded here. You already know you don't show up. It is not random. It is aligned. All right, let's go ahead. I'm not with all that, there's a lurking online. Let's see here, because there's somebody showing up kissing some yoo-hoo. All right. How many of you know that the peach is the ASS? Somebody got a big booty. How many of you know that the peach is the booty? Comment down below if you know the peach is the booty. Somebody got a nice peach bootum. Somebody got a big boom. That's what I'm seeing when I see this. All right. You got my BBL. Somebody got a big, only because of this. I don't know you from a scratch. All right. I see the peach. I see a big booty. Boom. No, now that I'm also, you didn't know. It is a boom. That is a message. When I get message here, I get them quick. All right. I get a boom. Bob Marlin, hey. You know that boom. All right, let me stop. The energy's popping. Yup. I got a big, yup. Yes, you do. And I don't know you, but I know that somebody got a big boom. All right, but anyway, you have kissing ASS. All right, and that gave me a lot. Well, here we go. One more. The energy's popping. We have a Saturn, sun energy coming in, grounded, powerful, and explosive. It is exposing a lot of things here. I got to switch it a little bit because it is wisdom gained through experience, maturity, and endurance. But my goodness, on this 4th of July, Aries, right? In Aries, Saturn is there 14 degrees. So we look at the wheel, right? In its orbit, right? But anyway, I just wanted to give that. That's just for confirmation. I wonder if they fell out. Boom. I just kept hearing that. That's what I keep hearing. Boom. Anyway, I don't know if somebody is lurking online. I can show some things. I cannot show that. All right, they're lurking online. They're still checking your stories. Obsession. Somebody's obsessed with you, right? I don't know if there was a fight. I don't know. Let me get to the tarot cards, all right? Because there's something here. You might get if I get the 8 of Wands, that's sliding into your DNs, because that's a speed. Those are wands. Yes, yes. You know that all your energy's coming out. But because you're asking me this question, but they want to talk about boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry, I'm going to leave it there. So you're dodging bullets, bad energy, and escaping. All right? So here's the problem. Who is the Virgo? There's a Virgo. There's a Virgo here. And so what the thing here is making assumptions and creating stories, trust issues. All right? There's a Virgo. Who's the Virgo here? We have dodging bullets, black and bad energy, and escaping toxic people. Haters can't touch you, so don't worry about. There's a Virgo. I don't know if there's something that you got a lot. Man, I like this energy. All right? All right, you got a lot. You got a lot. All right, I just wanted to see here. All right, Virgo shows up. You left an impression wherever you go. All right. What else? And let me see. I'm looking at it from here. And then we also have Capricorn. Of course, I have Rising Capricorn, and of course, I have New Moon Capricorn. There's also a Leo. Who's a Leo? There's a Leo. There's a Leo and there's a Virgo. All right. Or that could just be your energy. At the end of the day, let's see here. Yes or no. We'll go back. A lot of times this is for confirmation. All right. When we look at the Sun squaring Saturn today. All right. And when we look at this exact on July 6th, basically, Sun in Aries, this is a strong Saturn-related influence active today, all right? It's my identity, my confidence, vitality, and my purpose here. So, all right? So you're going to notice things that involve one major, things are going to be you're going to be receiving incredible, because the Sun exposes. Sun is all about the maturity. And the Sun it radiates, and it gives you, remember, the Sun represents spiritually. Cosmic force, life, prana, healing, all right? And so, but it also brings exposure, all right? So, let's see what happened in the... It's not that I'm ignoring you, it's that I am with someone, okay? For those of you that like the impulse, this won't be the channel for you to... All right, I'm going to take it one step at a time and with discipline, all right? And then I'm going to read a little bit about when we talk about cosmic and spirit. What does it mean? We got a Fisher Price. We learn and we grow. We build. One more. Long. Yes or no? One more. Yes or no? One more. One more. One more. Enjoy this energy for the next 3 days. Actually, but it was resolved quickly, all right? Because the Hierophant structure there was a lot of, it was wild, because this energy brings rebellion, wild parties, all right? Different people's, but it was resolved quickly, all right? If it did happen, because this is a no, all right? Depending on the context. That's one thing about tarot, it's so rich in imagery, all right? So it's instead of a quick yes or no, because this energy is very stable. People agree. People conform. All right. This is like being in church. All right. Did he get embarrassed at the party? All right. Maybe, maybe not. All right. I'm going to confirm this energy here. All right. Because remember, the 5 of Wands is, of course, playful banter. It probably got out of hand, but it was controlled quickly. Now, the question is, was this a party at this celebration? Was it at a... It was like was it inside or was it in a structure? Is it because this speaks of structure, all right? And was in a container, meaning was in a house or was it outside? All right, where does this happen at? All right, my question to you is, all right, but you got the moon in reverse. It was ended earlier, all right, because it shows lack of structure here at the end of the day. But let me go ahead here with this energy, all right. And then I'm going to move forward, all right? The bounce house was outside. Oh, all right. But there was something inside too, right? There was something inside too. Because this is inside and this is all inside. This is outside with the moon. All right? There was a split. All right? And so something closed down early. All right. The bouncy house was outside. Oh, let me go. So let me go ahead one more with a yes or no. What kind of hustle they have? This person has a hustle. They have like like a very like flowers and stuff like that. There was like camp. There was like a ritual kind of energy, like going through a pilgrimage kind of. Oh wow! Oh wow! And yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's wow. I never had nobody come here to talk about the 300K. Wow. This is one thing about the Pope, the Hierophant, all right? They had a lot of money, okay? The cathedrals were so big, when we look between how housing and government began, right? And so when we look at the churches and the beautiful establishments, right? Oh, he's rich, okay? Because what kind of hustling he do here? He got back. He makes investment in bank. Cause this is bank, all right. This is investing in stock, all right. So there's something here. They're giving me too much, all right. And when we look, I'm not gonna talk about the Hierophant if it comes out again, all right. Oh, he's a union worker. Okay, one more. Yeah, because this with banks, institutions, structures, all right? Control spending. And 3 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. So again, no. The 4 of Pentacles is yes, no, but it was short-lived. All right? The 4 of Pentacles, when we look at, they don't let nobody else in. The bottom line is a very structure, and they don't let nobody else in. Yeah, they have many sides, but they don't really let nobody in, because when you look at this, there's healthy boundaries here, because this at its healthiest expression, all right, this is self-preservation, this is stewardship, all right, but in its shadow, there's fear of change, there's a little control, there's spiritual stagnation when you get this card, because nothing new is being allowed, all right? And I'm going to leave it there. So for those of you that don't understand the 4 of Pentacles, but very organized at the end of the day, okay? So, no. Okay, this would be a no anyway, all right? But they did split early, all right? Did they call you at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because when you understand the Australian, wait, in Australia, are you in Australia? I may pass this engaged to a Libra. She was been through it, and I have been through it plus some. I just want her to know that I am real and my love is. Oh, I love that, Pisces. All right, no, but I woke up. You woke up at 3 o'clock. All right. You see any messages? You check your DMs and stuff. All right. If they don't reach out, they'll reach out. Something either 3. We right now the one in Gibeah's. All right, but there's something about 3 o'clock. All right, expect something. That's the only thing I could give you, considering the energy. 89. Who's born in 89, 90, 98? Man, you got a lot of. What's your sign? Yo, your energy is off the hook here. 89, 98. Who is that? Who's born 98, 89? Because I'm looking at the illumination of the. I'm looking at the illumination of the one in Gibeah's. All right, so when it goes down, when 97, 89, 90, okay. All right, so, but there's something in 89, 98, 92. All right. So wait, so basically once you, let me tell you something about when you understand who's 88. When you understand the phases of the moon, you start to understanding things and when they're going to happen. That's the beauty of it. All right. You don't know what you don't know because you got to take your time. H-Town, love, you got to take your time, and then I will help you uncover all the faces, and you'll know. If you start with discover, which is the most difficult, but you understand that all fertilization happens in water. And so they might want sex, but they might want love because the moon gives you wisdom. All right? Your intuition's got to know how to be safe. All right? So it could teach you some things. All right? So this is one of the most deepest spiritual cards. Because these two understand, right? 30,000 years plus, all right? You could have this person for, you know them for 30 years, somebody's 30 something. You have so much. I want to know your son before I continue with you, because your energy is too powerful here. I don't know, and it's just blowing my mind because I want to keep going with you, but I have to stop. All right? When we look at 30 years, 30 plus, all right? Oh, damn it. That's what is going on? You were saying, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like, what in the world? Girl. Hey, Sasha. What up, Sash? My niece is Sasha. Hey, Jam Jam. Man, your energy's off the hook. Oh, man. All right. I don't even, listen, you need to understand that he's a Gemini. Your person's a Gemini. So you got to understand that's the other side of you. You understand that, right? You understand that's your counterpart. That's why you can't really see. They don't understand that they're the same part of one whole. All right? And their connection to the moon. You know that, right? You got to, but you know that he's the opposite of you. He's another side of you that you can't see. So you're constantly projecting your fears on the same, it's another side of you. All right? But to evolve together at the end of the day. All right? You guys could take this a long, long way. You guys could take it along the way. Sasha, I'm not with you yet, sweetie. Don't put any information. Say hi, how are you? And then I'll ask you the question when you come in. All right? Because I'm not scrolling back up. I am with Miss Seema, Sagittarius. You got to learn this card. How to reflect with this card here. All right? Man, I wish I could stay with you a little longer. I wish I could just close it out with you. All right? But you got to understand the card here and the wolf, and there's no danger. You just know another side of you and how to form the unity, because this symbolic energy of this, all right, is the split of the universe. All right, so you understand the split. All right, and why these things happen, because there's another side of you that you need to understand, and it's because of a lesson, because this is a teaching card. This is a teaching card. All right. You can, when it comes to love, there's things that you need to learn here. I mean, I could reverse this whole reading. All right. Yeah, but he acted, no, he didn't act weird. No, he didn't act weird. No, he didn't act weird. You got to learn that he came to teach you something about yourself. All right. And if you have karma, you got karma just when you think you're going to take off into the sunset. This is a teaching card, and this is going to teach you growth, expansion, what your limitations are, boundaries. All right, as much as you want to. All right. This is leaving. This is not coming back home. This is difference of opinions. This is lifestyle. This is people. This is influences. This is having different lifestyles, views on the world, which is those the same. All right. I don't want to go through that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're gonna miss the message. You're gonna miss the message, and you're gonna come back, and you're gonna go keep watching, which is okay. Watch, learn. But if you want to watch, you got to learn. When it comes to the matters of the heart, I shared what I know. I grow. I got wisdom. You're supposed to. And that's one thing here. When it comes to this card here, this is so far apart, but it's the same. All right? So listen to me. You could reconcile with this, but you got to understand that you got to help this person. Your person is not aware of the unconscious, the subconscious, subconsciousness. You got to understand when you get to this card. If you understand when you get, I think that you got it, because there are spiritual keys here. All right, these two figures here, they're the same. They become this teacher. All right, and the teacher, the mentor, guides his flock. Right, and it leads them to greater fulfillment. All right, because they are third house. You in the ninth house. What are you doing with your gifts? You in the ninth house. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Listen, you got spiritual senses here. All right, they are in your energy field here. All right, the only reason they show people here, all right, to show parts of the personality, the chemistry, to show parts of things that I haven't dealt with. You understand me? And if you look at the other cards, in the 7 of 1, there's no people. They are faceless. You got to look at this energy when you'll learn as you go. But there are certain in our bodies, in the centers of the heart, that activate your energy field wholeness. So because you're supposed to turn into this healer. Once you get to this card, why are you chasing? All right? He's slow, but he cheated. And that's the whole thing when it comes to, that's one thing when it comes to love. All right? It comes to teach you something, to expand and to grow. All right? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that you're not going to learn this overnight, because you got to have to learn these moon phases and understand the fertilization that happens in the water. But anyway, when we get suspicious, all right, your intuition's got to be known. See, basically your intuition, well, this first, and then this, and then this. All right? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Their loyalty is to the pack. Their loyalty is, right now, their loyalty is to the pack, the wolf. All right? Because your person could be very loyal. They could be loyal, but when they get with the outside, when they don't have the animal tame, all right? And that's one thing. Oh, my back. Oh, man, my cereal got soggy. That's one thing about this energy. When we see the clever, seductive, there's cleverness, there's seductive here when we look at the wolf, all right? The whimpering is touching, is hungry, all right? And they feed them. They feed off the animal, the desires, right? They feed off it. You could be, let me tell you, man, okay, look, all right? When we go back, all right, 30,000 years, not 5,000 years, 6,000 years, that's what religion tells you. Religion tells you we only been here 6,000 years. But we go back 30,000 years, evidence all over the world. You got to understand this. You got to understand it. We haven't been here for 6,000 years. All right? We go back 30,000 years because there's evidence all throughout the history, ancient culture. All right? But when we look at this, the wolf and the dog that been around humans, the wild ones, they return back. They're going to return back. They return back to their, some of them return and they evolve, right? And they became dogs. And some return back to the wild. So that when this card shows up, you don't really know. When you learn this card and you learn all about the wolf, and I did all my, I'm not here because, for nothing. I'm here to teach you a little bit about the senses, the danger. So there's danger here. So they're not stupid, right? And so your intuition senses danger before it even begins, all right? And so when you understand the history between the humans and and how it began, all right, that's powerful sensory. So you know already. You got human intelligence, right, and your connection to the moon, the soul, the evolution, right? It is all in there. It's encoded in ancient history. It's not in the sacred text, but it's in your soul. It is in the keys, the senses of your body, but your body's sensory is perception. It's through that field of intelligence that you connect to your higher self. All right? Because you understand a little bit about the protective supply energy of the hunt, the ability to warn of danger, right? And when we understand a little bit of this, the transformation into dogs, all right? You gotta so they were cleaning. You gotta understand what what these wolves did when they were living in captivity. Well, not in captivity, right? Because where did they come from? All right, it's really arcane that way. The universe or the Mother Nature doesn't give her true secret. That's why she faces the earth, all right, as she orbits the earth. You got to understand this card. This card is dope as heck. If you understand, all right, calling is true nature. So you go, oh. Anyway, I'm gonna teach you how to meditate, how to listen to your higher self and your connection to your soul. All right. This card is one of the dopest cards here because they were cleaning. There was a camp. There is going to be camping. I don't know if they do camp events. All right. Because we understand that they lived in camps. All right. They cleaned their camps by eating leftovers. All right. In times of scarcity. Okay. Some of them even ate them to survive. So there's survival here. And there were cold nights. All right. It took a long time to decide between their wildlife and the dependence on humans. So that your person doesn't like to depend on nobody. You understand me? All right? And that energy, at the end of the day, the evolution, it happened overnight. All right? It took 30,000 years. And here we are, human with animal instincts. Trust your instincts is what I'm trying to say. All right? Understand what that energy is. So at least educate yourself a little bit more. All right? That's not right. Real is always real and love is love. All right? Do you not understand, Harry? Harry, I want you to come on in, Harry. Harry, I want you to come on in, because love teaches you, but love does both. All right, love hurts and it heals. Because we live in tension, so the same tension does both. See, tension, it is how it turns into fate, and fate turns into choice. And this is why you get the lovers. All right, now it's your choice. You get fate, and then tension turns into fate. Fate turns into tension, and then tension. And it is the ongoing of it. But I want you to tell me what love is. I want you to give me your explanation of it. Hey, how does Mike feel about me? And would the relationship go anywhere? Thank you. You're welcome, Shantae. Way 132. Harry Carey, come on in and tell me a little bit about love. What do you think is love? What is love? It's just the emotion that you feel. It is when emotions are really, really, really high, or when it's low. When it's low, and it's not really so much. Ooh, ooh. And if you value loyalty, if your values are showing, honey, your values are showing. They're going to show. Okay, so the only thing that you could say is say the heck with it. I don't have no values, nothing. I'm gonna give up, and I'm gonna just be used and abused, because love is a powerful force. Love cannot be tamed. It is in the human soul. It is our connection to divine. It heals, it hurts, but it teaches you expansion through polarity. You have to learn our evolution as a human soul through comparison, through contrast. We have to go through these things. Now we know what we like. And if you like loyalty, right, then you don't hold on to your truth. You speak it. All right? You don't open up so quickly, not knowing if there's safety. You guard yourself, or you protect yourself long enough until you know it's safety. You open up too quick, boom, there it is. Not knowing if there's safety. You got to understand, growth requires comparison. This is how your soul knows how to evolve. What they tolerate, how long I'm going to stay open. Hey, I'm at a 24-hour drive-through. But if you say, okay, whatever, do whatever, as long as you give me sex, we confuse intensity with commitment. It feels good. Oh, sex. And it does. Sex is a powerful thing. Now, we got to understand that, okay? Love, love, love. Until you be confused by love, you're not going to know what it is. Love, because, we got the spark, the emotion. But love is that light that stays, even if it's slow burning, it's that light that stays in the heart, okay? That stays on way after the emotion is gone, because we are going to go through ups and downs with our emotions. And if we have faith in that person, so I put the faith in myself, and I have the expectations with God, divinity. Not I'm dumb. Would they intellect? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, and I got to do, all right? The more you know, and how much you know about love is the question, all right? We like to hear the good stuff. Oh, yeah, give it to me good. Give me all the good stuff. But we don't take our time to know, okay, what is this teaching me? I will ask better. Let me get a card of reflection so I got to get this energy moving, because let me tell you something. I have ethics, morals, and principles. I have my integrity. I want respect, and that is hard. Because at the end, when you look at next to somebody, all we want is love. All we want is love, but we don't understand it, because it's supposed to teach you something at the same time, all right? We go through cycles. We live in time pressure and tension, all right? And it's supposed to stretch you. It's not supposed to break you. It's supposed to make you whole again. Tension holds you long enough there to heal you, all right? So it is the best. It is the best when it is soggy, all right? All right, Alex, I'm going to let you have another one, and then I'm going to either block you. I don't want to hear nothing, all right? So let's cut that out. Soggy. Let's go ahead with the next question. All right. How much am I growing? How much are you learning if you keep repeating the same patterns? All right. I'm going to take a quick break. Okay, Shantae, let me go ahead and put you. All right, sweetie. I want some moderators for next week. All right. I need some moderators for next week. It is not, I don't want anybody to feel like they're obligated. I have stopped it. I stopped it because I know that we're boundary challenge, and then we feel like, oh my God, she's on live at this time and I gotta be there. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't want nobody to feel like if set a schedule. I put a schedule. If you like to become a moderator, paid. Paid, by the way. Once I'm paid, you're paid. I'll start making little contributions to the ones that need it. But everything in moderation. I don't want you to feel like, I'll do it. I don't really, We want to take it easy. If you can, at least 2 or 3. And then later on, as the channel will grow, the family will grow. All right, the channel is just to give a glimpse of the future built by a billion trillion stars. And what does it mean for me? As I am holding my spiritual gifts here, I'm learning how to use them in my everyday life, right? I'm honoring my worth as a divine being in human form. Okay? I'm going to need to grant with spiritual wisdom, and I have to take it into accountability, into practical action instead of, all right, keeping it. I'm going to only keep this as an idea. I'm just going to keep it as an idea. No. Time to exercise your spiritual muscles. It is just as important as is your body to exercise, right? Your physical body. It is time to do it. Time to go within and meditation, breath work, chanting, however you understand the energy. You are the best in keeping. And it's just because you understand, because you guys are smart, but because we live in avoidance, denial, and defensive, we don't allow nothing new in, because we know it all. Oh no, I know it all. All right. And yeah, you're not gonna like it at first. It's not comfortable. All right. Every day I say it's not comfortable, but you're not here to be comfortable. All right. At least I will help you become more aware of the things that you already know. There's things that you don't want to admit because we like the comfort. All right. We look at matter and antimatter. We look at the first chemical string, or that first little evolution as the little spark. All right. It is not easy. It's not easy. Believe me when I tell you, it's not easy. All right. I wish I could party with you guys and be dumb. But I can't be dumb. All right. People will love and accept you for who you are and what you love, or won't they won't. Yeah. Because the way I see it, people don't respect themselves. You think I think they're gonna respect me? No. You don't respect yourself. How you gonna respect me? So I always don't put my expectations up. I don't know. All right. So anyway, yeah. So it's not like today. I wanna. But I've been so disciplined. It just get boring. But I just gotta keep it pushing, because at the end of the day, when we talk spiritually, cosmically speaking, right? And I do have a heavy accent. All right, we're referring to our sun, our moon, and the outer planets. All right, and that spiritual transformation, those layers. All right. And when we understand that we are not just one energy, we are a whole solar system, all right? And a lot of us are being activated and being trained right now, either Pluto transformation, Saturn maturity energy, especially for the first house, all right? When we understand spirit, these heavenly bodies, so physically, yes. I'm going to say it again, according to science, not me, according to science, all right? Physically, yes, you are literally made of the elements. So we got to clean our genetic memory, all right? Fire, air, water, earth. We are literally made of the elements forged in stars. The carbon in your body. Go look it up. The iron in your blood. The calcium in your bones. All right? Even when we look at our evolution, the evolutions of bones, it was not a ha-ha. It took thousands and thousands of years. All right? And so those were created in ancient stellar explosions long before the sun existed. And we could see symmetry today breaking, and it's showing us this continuation of energy in two opposite directions called symmetry. You could always look that up as well. Okay? This is not me making stuff up. This is, if you go ahead, challenge yourself, let me go study. All right? Let me get the bod, we want to have sex and lay up. And then we get addicted, right? Because it feels good. It feels good to have sex. It does. There's nothing wrong. Healthy sex is amazing. All right? But, of course, we all enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with it. The pleasures that make us feel good. All right? Love is eternal. All right? We are eternal, spiritually speaking, cosmically speaking. All right? So we understand, in that sense, that we are cosmic matter rearranged. And we are not separated from the universe. You are a localized Expression of it, gravitationally, yes. The moon affect tides. You go back when new full moons happen and quarter moons, how the crab, the Australian crab, goes and drops the eggs, and then in a couple of months the babies come back. I mean the coral reef, the sponges. You got the king of cups sitting in the sponges. When we look at the density, I could take this in so many fields. We look at the king of cups in a sponge. Venus formed from a form of the sea. It'll blow your mind. But what I'm saying is, when we look at the king of cups, he is sitting on a foam. All right. When we look at the sponges, all right, and when we look at the coral reefs and of course the structures that are underneath are very oceans. All right. Before that, there was not life there. Then 20 years later, wow, there's life happening again. I mean, so it's really, really mind blowing. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and understand. Yes, the moon affect our tides. This, of course, subtle affects our biological rhythms. Your body runs on cycles, circadian, hormonal, seasonal, which are tied to planetary motions. Okay, you live inside cosmic system, spiritually, and of course that depends on your belief. All right. So we are a reflection of patterns of consciousness from that perspective. Okay, from that perspective. All right. Different dimensions of you. All right. You are a multi-dimensional facet being. Period. And if you go look it up from a science, because we stuck between dogma and science. I'll be right back with you, Shantae. All right. Learn, and the more you learn, you grow. That's it. But understand the beautiful, incredible force of love. What is it? Because it's a force that is unseen. It cannot be tamed. All right. It doesn't obey logic. It moves just like the tide. It moves. It is not so much. I mean, love is what stays. It helps you grow. It gives you security, stability, reliability, dependability. It's not passion. It's not the chemistry. It's what after the chemistry. It's after it gets boring. Babe, I'm bored. Babe, I'm bored. I want to go have sex with somebody else. We get attracted because we stay in the ego. All right? We want to have sex. I want to go have sex with this one now. You know? Listen, all right. No, I don't want to hold on. Ooh. I don't want to hold on, baby. Hold on. All right, and there's nothing wrong with it. To want to have sex and connect, you know. But man, we gotta understand when we choose a wife or a husband. All right, that's when it really, really gets real. All right. Because somebody makes so many mistakes, then they feel like, wow, who's gonna want me? I made so many mistakes, right? It's got to be intentional when we make that decision, all right, to come together with shared values, traditions, all right, religion. We gotta take accountability. I'm gonna have to do what I have to do to keep this connection, but forgiveness, which is very hard for most of us to do, all right. We hold on to so much resentment. We hold on to so much pain, all right. When we forgive myself. You know, I gotta forgive myself. All right, and I gotta know that I'm making I'm making the right decision. Because commitment, am I committing to a lifelong relationship, and why? Right? It's not pressure. It is not pressure. It is not based on how somebody else want me to live. It's not on this traditional. Because then what happens is Uranus steps in there, and if you're building on false foundation, it's gonna be ripped apart faster than you can say, "Oh shit, what happened here?" It'll give you awakening to restrictions. There's no room for ego-driven lifestyles and calling it love. All right? There's no room for... but the only thing is that the person doesn't understand that. People don't understand that because we form ego through how other people see us, through their lens. And we live it because now we're self-conscious. We feel like if I don't keep this going, I don't keep this image going, all right, I become unpopular, so I got to keep this going. That's it. This is where the ego comes. The ego forms through identity, it's in the first house. The way people view me. And let's say you're a beautiful girl, you got a beautiful butt, you got a nice smile, breasts. That's not the only thing that you are. People base you on that. They give you identity. You got to understand, and the ego starts to form. You created. Even with your children, you don't prepare your children for the bad things in the world, the things that are unpleasant, the people that are not evil, but they unconsciously walking around with unhealed wounds, with the inner demons. You don't prepare your kids for that. All right, you got to understand that it's not that we could say whatever when we don't get the training that we need. All right, trust. I've done it. What you've done, Gracie? What you've done? Get over ourselves. So you did your shadow work. What kind of shadow work you do? I want you to come in, share with us. All right, I've been there, done that. All right, what kind of work you do? How do you understand your gravity, and how you dealing with the parts of you or the pain that has been frightened because you haven't dealt with it. All right, and these are we call different tribes of the soul. Your consciousness. All right, people give us identity. This is how the egos form. If you don't, even if you tell me that, oh, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm not good looking, blah blah blah, you form ego around it, and the ego is protecting you, and it is part of your animal, your instincts. You understand? And when it reacts, it fights, it bites. All right, and it's trying to protect you. All right, and we form identity on that. Okay, but anyway, with that, listen. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. All right, I'll be right back, Shantae. You got to understand a little bit more, all right? Let me take that, because this is not what I am. I'm the only one here that could get to use that language. All right. Let's find a better way to express ourselves, a healthier way to express ourselves. We can't express ourselves with our intellect. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. The living room is getting cold. It is getting so cold. Saturday, da 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 day. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna have some chutties. The chutties are here. All right. Listen, love your heart out. Love like you never been hurt. If you're gonna do it, people want you to be vulnerable. Stop holding back. Get to know people. Give it a year. A year should be good enough. If it's not going anywhere, lower your expectations. Nobody owes you no explanation. All right. The best you could do is just be honest. All right. Don't expect loyalty right away. People are all confused, living from their animal, and the animal reacts. So just lower your expectations. All right, and you get the maximum. All right. The most thing that you could expect is, right, for you to be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. All right. You know what you want. When you meet somebody, you already know you want a commitment. All right. You're looking for it. You know what I say? You play with people, you manipulate. It's just going to come back to you is what I'm trying to say. You will meet somebody that's going to do it to you. So the most thing you can do is be honest about what you want. I am looking for a commitment. I'm looking for somebody. They might be like, oh, I'm not ready yet. They might be looking for the same thing. Can they be what you're looking for? Physically, attractiveness, eyes, height? Who knows? It might, could you see it? Don't have those conversations on the first day, on the first 3 months. All right? But don't avoid having these conversations. You don't lead nobody on. You don't manipulate nobody. For what? It's going to come back. Anything that you're doing has been done to you. It's going to be done to you. So what I'm saying is take your time to get to know people. All right? But lower your expectations. Your standards, they stay. They show up. Your values are there. And you might not understand what those values are, but I'll share a whole list with you. But choosing a husband and wife, and why am I choosing this person? What am I missing all right, from myself that I'm not getting? Are you committing to yourself to a healthier lifestyle? It's like crazy. It's like a person that's toxic, a person that's a drunk or a drug addict. To keep it minimal, I'm gonna try to keep it clean. All right, it's toxic, and they want somebody that's beautiful that got it together. Get the fuck out of here. You're not gonna get that. You're toxic. All right, drink some water, get some oxygen, get some fruits. Change you. You forget about changing them. You change you, you could help them. All right, that's just not how it works. Reciprocity is what you want, but if you get out of those top, low, dense pockets of consciousness, all right, it's not about you, each and every one of you. All right, it's not about them, it's about you. So whatever you're doing, you go ahead and look at them. Oh, but they're not doing that. So what the hell do you want to be with them? What do you want to be with them? They make you feel good. The sex is good. Is that all the person is worth? Do you put your value on just on sex? And that's what you get. That you're gonna get a good feeling, and then they're gonna say bye bye, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, what happened? All right, stop it, stop it. You deserve better than that. All right, treat yourself with kindness. Be good to you. So with that being said, I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta charge up. All right, yeah, sex feels good, but we need discipline when it comes to love. All right, stop being so toxic. Understand that addiction affects family, friends, our survival, our home, the children. All right, you grow up with all this toxic. You don't know what the hell to do. Now you don't know. You don't have no direction. Now you out in the world trying to find meaning and purpose in relationships and people. Oh, but this person doesn't make me feel good. What makes them? What is about them? What the hell they got going on? What they got? Really look at it. All right, you like their status? They got money. They got a car. They're probably more insecure. People cover themselves with material things. All right? They cover themselves so you don't get to see the true them. They cover themselves with all this materialism. All right? And you look at that. Oh, wow. That is, look what they got. Who cares? You could get the same thing. All right? And everybody at the end of the day, they want love. They want to be vulnerable, but they want to be able to have trust. Okay? People don't really trust in themselves. That's why they look at you. All right? We want to build emotional intelligence is what we want to do here. All right? And if you're scared to step into this new phase in your life, you're already there. Just a little push here. Take the initiative. Yeah, we don't like boundaries because we want to be able to come in and out. We want to come in and out people's life whenever we feel like it. You stay open like a 24-hour drive-through, then they're gonna drive in. They're gonna pull up. This is my stop. I want to come. I want to drop it. I want to drop it like it's hot. And if that's what this lifestyle you want, don't complain later. And you live that lifestyle 10, 15, 20 years. And now you're looking to turn over and you leave because the universe gives you that opportunity. We have these influences happening, aspects, transits. All right, these changes are happening to help you. All right, you don't got to live ashamed if you did so wrong. All right, oh God, I got so much baggage, I did so much. Then you start in the Nine of Swords. Oh God, all these things that I've done. Oh God, I can't. You know, don't live like that. Don't live like that. Don't live like that. You don't have to live like that. You just torment. You being so hard on yourself. They got more baggage. You know, we got all these skeletons and they just, oh, wow, only if they know that about me. All right, you don't have to share everything. Nobody's your psychologist. Go on a date, normal. All right, you don't got to tell them your whole life. You are here emotional. Nobody's an emotional first responder. You are emotionally dumping on people. They don't really care. They'll be like, man, I got to deal with this. Some people get blinded by love. They want love. They want security. All right, everybody's trying to secure. Why are you trying to secure? For what? You don't believe in yourself and your abilities and what you have. All right. When we look at a person when it comes to love, we look more at the security because the security runs deep. All right? We got to understand when we're choosing a husband and wife, it's got to be intentional. So it got to be a decision made between both of us. Because when we meet with somebody, the ego wants to go ahead and let's make it what I like. All right? And somebody normally using one person leads the connection. But when I lead the connection, I want to benefit both of us. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with somebody want to lead the relationship. Hey, make sure I'm included in that. All right? Make sure that you include me. Make sure, and you have to. And that is a boundary. All right? This is what you like. This is what you require. Don't say, oh, no, I don't care about nothing. Oh, no, go ahead. No, you don't do that. And then 10 years later, oh, you Daisy. You don't do shit. Right? You accepted it that way. Now you got a monster in your hands. All right? You created this monster, now you wanna get rid of it because it doesn't fit your life. You didn't think in 10 years you were gonna change. All right, your passions, your desires, they were all gonna change. All right, now oh my God, how do I get rid of them? All right, people are not toys. All right, people got feelings. All right, they got desire, they got dreams. All right, and just be careful. When when we idealize a person or a partner, when we put them on this pedestal, I see it all the time. We make it more about them than us together. All right. So connection is what we hear, not perfection. All right. When we try to live up to this image that we create, by the way. All right. It leaves no room for love, and love is patient, kindness, understanding, reciprocity, equal give and take. All right. But when you go and pour out here, take everything of me. You know what? Then what happens later on, 10 years down the line? All right. And no, it's not easy, but it's doable. You could do it if you want to. So today, if you just start saying, you know what, I'm gonna start small, 10, 15 minutes, 10 or an hour and a half, uh, small focus blocks throughout the week, just a little bit. You don't have to change your entire life. Just start somewhere. There's somewhere that you want to start and you're afraid of. So I encourage you to start going inward. This is Mercury gives you that opportunity because he's the one that brings you communication, all right, through people, through organizations, all right, transportation, these things, all right. It gives you that time to go in and see what it is that you really, what's your true value and how you can share amongst people, how you share this information, all right, and how do you bring more awareness to you? What are the things you want to do? All right. And if you're happy, I'm going to say it again when the 201 shows up. If you're happy, that's great. If you're happy with your life, wow. Make sure if you're in a committed relationship that they be able to accept. Then later on, you start explaining things. But please do not go on a first, second, third, fifth, 10th date and give them. Nobody's a therapist. Nobody goes there to be interrogated. All right. Speak normal stuff. You know. Nobody wants to talk about their childhood because you got drama, they got trauma. Everybody comes with something. Leave it alone. Talk about the world events. All right. Sit down and make a list about the plans that you have for in the week. You take it. You over there like 10 years. You already because you know of course you are so far ahead, and you don't enjoy the damn moment. Enjoy the moment. This is the moment. All right. Your time is precious. You're wasting and worrying about the future. The future's not here. Don't try to solve tomorrow today. Today, like the Bible says, has its own worry. You worrying about tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't here yet. Now you already. If you plan the week ahead of the month ahead, then you're good. All right, I plan. This is what I'm going to stick to. Just imagine making a choice every day. You get to the supermarket and you're there. Man, now I feel like I got to choose a whole new pack. Wow. You already said you're going to make spaghettis. Then stick to the spaghettis. All right, now you gotta go. You get to this. Oh no, I don't want to eat that now. Now I gotta create a whole new meal. You know how much time that takes, especially if you have kids and stuff. Come on. Anyway, just little stupid things like that. That the 201 gives me. If you're happy where you're at, remember there's always room for improvement, for growth. Okay, reach out to your community. Find social explicit reciprocity groups, organizations, social media is out here. Do it. Stop complaining. Oh, it's going to take too long. Prepare yourself. Get organized. Too much structure. And I'm going to talk about structure when I come back. I'm going to hit this. I'm going to take a quick break and understand while you watch. I'll be right back. Carry yourself, baby. All right, we are back. I love you too. So true. Yeah. All right, Shantae. Shantae, you're here. Let's go ahead with your question. She said, hey, 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 happy 4th of July. May the 4th of this force, this incredible universe be with you and bless you all. Don't stay with somebody out of habit. Let them know, hey, I think that I'm called somewhere else. Are you with me? If you're with me, then don't complain. You're still here. Let's holla back. Oh. All right, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help you guys decode that. Of course, very confusing moon card. All right, it is a reflection of the sun. It doesn't have its own light, and so we need to reflect, and we got to understand some things here. All right, it's not permanent. All right, it's not a stable energy, but it is wisdom. It is love. Okay, so your person might not be that stable, but hey, this is when you say, hey, how about if we help you integrate parts of you, and how about if we do it together? How about if we pray together? How about if we get into this kind of ritual, kind of, a new system? How we set a new system? All right, because at the end of the day, waxing and waning, right? We constantly changing our mind. A different emotion brings some different feelings. We visit those. Okay, we did that already. Let's just let's stick to the decision that we already made, because we know emotions are part of you. They ain't going nowhere. They're part of your navigation system. All right, your emotions are your navigation system. Oh, they my navigation. This is how I feel my way through the world. Yeah. All right, you may want to reflect, nourish, and do things at home. And somebody's carrying off. No, I don't want to go out. No, but I want to go. I want to go. No, I don't want to go out. All right, you go. And now you home mad. They want to leave, shine, and have fun. And no, I want to stay home and reflect and write and be bored. That's okay. All right? Learn about your person as much as you can. All right? And they come back. What are you doing here this time? All right, let's go ahead. How does Mike feel about me? And will the relationship go anywhere? Thank you. You're welcome. Let's go ahead. Shantae. Hey, 1, 3, 2. Let's step into the great, powerful, divine spirit of all there is, who enlivens all life and animates all things. Let's get it. Let's see. I'm shuffling back here. And ultimately choosing a husband and wife is about finding what? Not stability, not security, but a best friend, right? You want a best friend? Or you somebody that pays the bills and make you feel good in bed? What are you looking for? Because it shows up here. All right? How they make you feel supported, secure, encouraging you in all aspects of your life. We have a lot of high expectations anyway. All right? Your support system, a partner that should be willing to fight for you, because that's what we're looking for. All right? A positive role model, a loving father, not just a romantic partner. We get it confused, all right? And it's a lot, and we have a lot to deal with, all right? Oh, I don't know ethics and morals. You have them. But when it comes to love, boy, oh boy, we do some dumb stuff. And that's okay, because this is how you learn. Go fall in love, love like you never loved before. Fall in love, be patient. That means you being patient, but most of all, fall in love with yourself. Get to know you. All right. Be patient. Be with you. You know, and then you don't have to say 10 years later, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with you. 10 years later. Too late. You're stuck with me. Now I'm obsessed. Let's go ahead here. Now I'm obsessed. You ain't going nowhere, bitch. They start cursing you out. You bitch. Or the best one, I heard it. Well, I heard it so many times. You can turn a hoe into a housewife. How many of you guys heard that? Or how many of you have used that disgusting phrase? Hurting the ones, and then why we hurt the ones that we love? How many of you said, you freaking whore? Real, listen. How many of you use that word? Cursing your life, cursing your relationship. It's horrible, all right? Unity, all right? If we're equally yoked, right, I have to be able to put my feelings, my family's needs above my own. I can't be selfish, right? And this is in every aspect of our lives. All right? You bitch. Bad. All right. We're going to have a little fun after this. All right? What names you've been called? Drop down in the comment section. Don't be scared. I want to share some of my experiences. All right? We are harmonizing with the intelligence of the cosmos, the wisdom of the stars that remember your path. Let's go ahead. One more for you. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more. One more. How many times have I said that? And your question was, they don't know right now. You got the 4. All right, let me see what's at the bottom here. I want to give you a, all right, but they are excited. Are they going to come see you today? They might be resting here after a long time out, but this is about speed. All right? This is about speed, and this is about things are going to move forward. They might be inviting you. You got to calm down. Or let's see. They might be inviting you. While you guys are going out today, because this is an invitation here. All right? You asked for the speed. You're going to get it, but it's only excited. You didn't ask for no, like how I'm going to reflect on this energy here, because it's a reflective energy. What's going on? I want you to share a little bit with me. All right? And then we're going to look into the 4 swords. All right, because this is an invitation. I don't know, do they work? All right, because they're responding to something here, or they haven't responded to something. All right, you saw him yesterday, okay? So they right now rest. The resting cock shows up, all right? This person do they work? They work, right? Because they're excited, all right? But right now, remember, tarot shows me the moment, all right? There are things here that they're not ready to admit yet. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. So a lot of times this shows up because of that, all right. And this is rest is important. Rest is listen. One thing about rest is part of our self-care routine, and we need it. All right. This guy has a lot of stamina. All right. And so of course the Knight of Wands is a very impulsive, kind of restless energy. So they have to channel that energy, right? A good night's sleep is all you need. Recharge. They're ready to go again. All right. So the outcome here, because a lot of times they show me the moment, okay? The moment, what's happening at the moment, all right? I can't wait to see what's underneath here. I hope it matches here. And so right now, you have the 4 swords with this person. This is stability, all right? They like their quiet time. They like their downtime. They like to be able to process a lot of emotions. So they're not able to communicate what they're thinking, all right? They think. Or they could be worried about money, okay? They're going to have enough money. Finances could be the problem here, all right? But at the end of the day, can you ground this energy, all right? With the Queen of Pentacles, you could ground it, all right? Somebody's ambitions going, but you could ground this energy. We could ground any of these nights, all right? But we have to use discernment at the end of the day. Yeah, he's secure, very, very secure, all right? Maybe a little too arrogant. I'm going to just say that, all right? Only because I have the Knight of Wands energy. A Papi Chulo. How you know the Papi Chulo? Is he Spanish? Is he the same race as you? One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more. One more. And thank you. One more. Thank you. All right? No, one more. Wow. The more you communicate, nope. The more you communicate with me here, the 9 of Swords, let me go here. The Moon, what's going on here? You got 2, 4. They could be a little boring, all right? So your person might could come clean here. You know, a lot of times when we don't really understand this, we think that this is, we take this as cheating, all right? We take it as cheating because there is here exaggeration, all right? There is something here about somebody exaggerating. Normally, the 7 of Swords be a card of deception, lying, all right? You're Irish? Oh, okay, because somebody's different here. Yeah, he's boring, but he's in a stable, all right? The 7 of Swords automatically don't mean cheating. It means that they're avoiding having those important, serious conversations because they have a lot of strategy, a lot of planning, all right? A lot of insight, a lot of wisdom, but they don't trust if they should say it, right? Because I think they did it in the past and it didn't turn out good for them. So they still haven't healed from something that happened to them in the past, All right, so that this is when trust happens here. All right, because this person's not into parties. You know, they turning down a lot of opportunities. All right, necessary. Look at this. All right, you see these cards here. He went ghost last night. I thought he was cheating, but he was no. He wasn't. He wasn't. That's when you assume. That's what stop assuming. This card, people don't really understand it. All right? Because they don't understand the moon phases. They don't understand how the moon faces the side of the earth. It doesn't show you their true identity, what they carrying. All right? They probably trying to execute some kind of plan here. All right? Stop assuming. You trying to fill in you trying to fill in the blanks. All right, when you assume, right, it gives you no room to have, because for you, you know it already, because that's what people that are not in high vibrational frequency, they tend to say, they'll give you the whatever the hell you want to hear. All right, but you really got to do the investigation with this card, because what's happening, and not only that, I could see them that they might start to loosen in their grip here. Because what's happening right now, Mercury retrograde is making a lot of people suspicious, because Mercury retrograde to tell you to go within. All right, to really know. I don't know if you ask for commitment. All right, because this is being a very excited kind of energy here. This is how I choose one person at a time. I'm not one to go out with other people, blah blah blah, and date that. That's not. I think they've done that already. I don't know if this person been married before, right? So a lot of times when we learn how to be and avoid conversations, I don't want to have those conversations right now. That don't necessarily mean cheating. We got to understand Mercury retrograde invite us to go inward, and when we choose a partner, why am I choosing this partner for? All right, I'm waiting on him. Yes, he's been married. Yes, of course, and I know this because this. All right, that they're not the person who they used to be because of these cards here. All right, when you go after if I would have got the Three of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, then I would have been like, woo. Cards in reverse don't necessarily mean that it's a bad cause or it's not going to happen. We got to understand where Mercury's at, the planet of communication. We got Pluto transformation also retrograded. We got to understand what the energy says so you can understand how to heal. And we're talking about the fourth house. And this is healing, but we got to heal us so we can help others. You understand? This is going inward, trying to find out a better communication style, how it's okay not to hold on to every plan, every idea, how not to go avoiding conversations that will help you heal. Because the objective and the goal here is to have honest communication about what I want, my feelings, versus shutting down, all right, and creating more confusion. Because I don't think they're meant to confuse, but because we don't understand other people's coping mechanism. This shows people's structures. You understand how they are coping, and the way they learn is how to be strategic and hold on to things until they sure. Can they trust? Because it's about building trust. Because, of course, the moon, with its waning and waxiness, is not a stable energy. Maybe they are not stable where they want to be. And a lot of people think, oh, until I'm stable, until things are perfect, because he wants perfection. All right? Depending on who you're talking about. All right? Because it rules two signs. It rules Virgo, which is all about perfectionism, devotion, having everything organized and ready. Love don't move like that. Love is unpredictable. That's one of the beautiful things about love. It has no logic. It doesn't obey rules. Okay? And so they might not be in a place where they want to be. And a lot of people, until they really, really feel secure that they could trust, they don't drop this. Eventually they will, because that's their intentions are not to confuse you. All right? We want love, but we have to understand wisdom. And the true thing, it lies in that. All right? Because the moon gives you wisdom. It gives you insight. It reveals things to you. It gives you clarity. We're confused because it's constantly a reflective energy. It reflects light from the moon. So it's not, all right? It might not be their mood all the time, all right? I just don't want to waste my time if he's not interested. And guess what? And there you go right there. How long you been with him? And then you ask the questions, all right? Remember, you got to just tell him, hey, I know how you're coping. And when you see the Seven of Swords, I know your coping mechanism here, your strategies. Why do you think that you can reveal? People want to be vulnerable. All right? People are ready to be vulnerable, but vulnerability requires authenticity. All right? Sovereignty, all right? Over my feelings, what I feel. Am I saying the right thing? We're afraid to make a mistake. We're afraid of being abandoned. We're afraid of saying the same thing and they're not sharing that same feelings with me. Oh, shoot, something. So no, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong or that they all just hiding feeling. I think it's money thing. I make more money. All right. I didn't see the lovers, and that'll give me higher status. All right. But I did get the hangman in reverse. All right. And you got the 2 of wands. All right. And so I think here with this energy, I think that you're gonna see a little bit more of his depending on how and what is on their chart birth, right, on their snapshot, the time that they were born. But at the end of the day, when you see more communication, because remember in the 4th house we have Mercury there. You understand me? And so when you understand that Mercury brings communication through couples, communities, and of course wherever you invest your energy at this time, as when it goes direct on the 23rd, so around the 23rd, 24th, maybe August, that's when you're going to start seeing things moving forward. All right, slowly, intentional. The magician is all about connecting with you, going places. I want to do things. All right, and just show them. All right, just a little bit more open with my feelings. All right, because the hermit, all right, wants to communicate. It doesn't stay in the reverse. It doesn't stay in the reverse, and it doesn't stay like this. The ruling planet of not only Virgo but Gemini, okay, it goes retrograde 3 or 4 times a year. All right, all right. Oh, I'm Gemini. Oh, he doesn't communicate as much, and you blah 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 blah. Right? You got the gift of the mouth. All right, and it's okay. You got the gift. Use your gift. Right? Because this energy is all about pausing and reflecting at the end of the day. All right, am I on the right path when it comes to love? It's clear when you know yourself first. You understand me? So when you see this, at least you don't got the 5 of Pentacles. I would have been more careful with that. All right, because it would have changed the energy that dramatically. All right, so don't always see this. You just let them. Hey, I know how you cope. All right, don't go assume that you know what he's doing, because you're gonna make your shadows will make it like you're jealous. If I'm jealous, at least say, okay, why am I jealous? Right? Can you be angry with somebody and want to be with them at the same time? Can you love somebody and want some distance? Yeah, it's called contrast. It's called polarity. Can I trust myself in the middle? Is it okay if I don't have all the answers? If things are not crystal clear? You understand me? This is when we have those heart-to-heart conversation. I'm just giving you, all right? So that you think it will go somewhere. It will go somewhere. All right? It will definitely, it will go somewhere. But just give this time. All right, this is a very exciting energy. All right, this is impulse-driven kind of energy. You want them to choose, not from fear, not from habit. All right, they did this before. All right, this is the way they cope with and strategize. All right, you're gonna have to let them know that it requires a level of surrender and trust. Because listen, if I want somebody to surrender to me, they gotta earn my surrender. You understand me? People that are not really spiritually adept, and I mean a connection more with understanding the things that weave through our thoughts, our mind, the intelligence of the cosmos, they will say that this is only a cheating card. You got to see the overview. This is like walking into a middle of a story. When somebody's having a conversation, I'm just walking into the middle of the story. You don't know what the hell's going on. Shut up. You understand? So more getting to know you, all right? And then you get to know your person. But if you don't know you, you're not going to get to know. You're always going to think something is missing. There's something going on. They're doing something, right? You have to consider somebody else's viewpoint, all right? This magician, he chooses one channel at a time, and he moves through it with confidence, all right? And so just learn to, that you're making good decisions. You know, the infinity symbol represents boundless consciousness. When you understand the loop, all right? This is exciting. This is fresh. And I'm not going to, you don't have no light energy here at the end of the day. All right. But when you make assumptions of things that I don't know, listen, I'm going to tell you something. It is a field of consciousness waiting to be discovered. And your mind is a direction extension of the divine. And when you tap into that field, all right, which is off the hook, it'll train you. You have the abilities here. All right. And so you have the tools to do with, all right? So communication is the key. It's the most important thing. The fool that says that Mercury has nothing to do, it is just crazy to believe that. You're going to miss so much, and this time is for you to go in. It is going to be done in a couple of, in about 2 more weeks. All right? So don't believe everything you hear, not even hear. Believe slowly. Believe in what your inner wisdom. Okay? Approach love from a place of self-worth rather than lack of, okay, information. Because there's information that we're missing because Mercury is in its retrograde phase. So there is lack of what? Information. Don't assume, okay, that love is lost. Okay? Honest communication when it's the right time. But more important, go in with yourself. Recognize your worth. Heal. Okay? Before you chase. All right? And don't let fear being alone, whatever it is that you're going through. This time is a time of reflection. After that, all systems go. Ching, 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 ching. All right? You're good. You're good to go. I won't worry about nothing. All right? I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry. You got some good energy. The magician is, yeah. You were the right person for the moment. If you want something long lasting, it is built on trust and communication. All right, but how much communication? You don't want to sound like a psychopath repeating the same thing. All right, watch for consistency. All right, and not everything is need to be shared. It's like you telling somebody all your whole business. You really do that? No, you got to live a little mystery. You know, just don't shoot so quick. All right, learn more. When you learn, you grow, and then you get, oh, all right, this person is not partying. It's not doing a lot of the things. All right, it's not jumping to every opportunity. All right, it's kind of boring. It's just I got to take care of some things. All right, don't take that Seven of Swords like that. You got to understand a little bit more. And when it shows up again, I will be talking about the Seven of Swords and understanding what the energy and what the energy that's available. You take it like that, then that's the life that you live. If you understand it only and it's negative, you're not never going to know the positive. And we experience life through contrast. All right? You're going to have to learn that we experience both through contrast. This is how your soul evolves. Okay? Through experiencing polarity. Light, dark, closeness, distance. All right? Certainty and doubt. You experience it like that. And I'm gonna leave it there. All right? Blessings to you. Don't worry about it. I would tell you here. The more you learn about this card, the more you learn about the energy. That's one thing about tarot. With its rich imagery, you cannot just say, yes, positive. Anyway, listen, when it comes to love, love is unpredictable. All right? It waxes, it changes, it moves. It gives you highs and lows. But is love there after the emotions are not so loud? Like you don't have to have these storms. You don't have to have all this fireworks. It doesn't happen like that. All right? When it's quiet, pay attention to when it's quiet. And they choose you. All right? I choose you. All right? If effort isn't being put in, watch what you give with what you receive. If you see them putting no effort, have the conversation. You know, it'll be like a month. Hey, I noticed that you're quiet. Don't say, is it me? Are you okay? Okay? Do you want space? That's it. And you let them respond. You don't go try to, blah, 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 blah. Maybe you're doing this. Maybe you're with somebody. You start nagging like you're white, blah, blah, blah. No, don't do none of that. All right, you take that energy and you go in and you take care of yourself. Or you might be like, oh, there's something missing about myself that I should do. When you go towards them, you can forget about it. With the Four Swords, no. All right. Remember, we got our blind spots that we don't see. We see it in other people, but when it comes to us, we don't see them. No. Oh no, I didn't see that. All right. All right. I'm gonna eat one more. Anybody else has a question? Alex Coy. Alex, you've been on the live, throwing comments here and there. Come on in, let's share some love. Let's give you some clarity for your heart. Listen, do not be impressed by big emotions. They will change. Can that person stay there after the emotion is gone? Do you find something to do together? Or let's just watch a video. Or let's take the board games out. All right? Let's take the board. When it's bored, damn, I'm freaking bored. And they don't know why. You don't know why. And then you try to make them happy. You go all out of your way doing all this stupid stuff. You know? What are you doing? Go to sleep, man. You're probably tired. Go to sleep. Go run a bath. Go jump in the bathtub. All right? Go read. Go to the library. Nah, I don't want to go to the library. You know, go somewhere. Take the kids out. You know, spend time with, with yourself. No, I don't want to spend time with myself. I don't want to spend want to spend time with myself. Go spend time by yourself, man. Go ahead. No, I don't want to. I'm bored. La Jetty. I'll spend time with myself, all right. Nah, it's not so healthy. I say about an hour a day, and then you got it. We're here to connect, all right? We're here to connect, period, at the end. I want to be around people. Remember, you're going to suck people's energy. Then you're going to bring that home. You don't want to bring all that energy to the house. Give them you a spiritual bath. Put them in the bathtub. Come here, let me draw you a spiritual bath. Let me get some plants. Let me get some plants and beat you with these plants. Get the peoples. Meet them right at the door. Get that smoke, get the sage. Sage of the energy. Get the salt. Get them the ritual. They come together, they'll be like, man, what am I stepping into? They'll call it voodoo hoodoo because they don't understand that. We carry people's energy. Come here, meet me at the door. Come on, we're going to sit down and pray. I'm going to talk about praying in couples and praying together. But I'm going to take another quick break. I'm going to come back with a prayer. Throw salt. Yeah, throw salt in there, you know. All right. Listen, we are the earth. We want things that are not healthy. We know that. We know that. We know that. What are the chances if I take them home? Will they call me tomorrow? All right. Hey, Kensley. Hi. Is it possible to get an energy check? Yes, yes, yes. I love it. We are already moving to next week. Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead, Kenzie, and lock you in. If you leave the frequency, then I will go ahead and start talking about structure. I mean, then we go back. See, the only way we're gonna understand structure, we're gonna have to understand our physical body, because it is built on structure. All right. We look at the structure of our bones from the feet. All right. If we didn't have bones in our feet, then we don't have no structure. All right? So that's when you see the hangman. But we'll go back into how government and religion and everything formed. All right? The first form of government was centralized to a king. All right? So you got to really understand what you're watching. Oh, shit. It'll take you back to the beginning of, all right, government. All right? And I see government here so much. And why not bring you that so you can know? All right, for those of you that are either subsidized living, which I'm going to talk about that on other social platforms, so you don't feel guilty. What is it? How did housing and government begin? All right, and what are these big corporations that we're building, right, and taking land? They're taking space, and how not to feel guilty about whether you're on public housing, Section 8, and those things. I want you to live a good life. Understand that you're here, and it's okay. All right. Don't feel guilty about things that if you don't understand them, you're feeling guilty about things that you don't understand. All right. I'll come in. I'll share something with you. Hey, let me go learn about that. Maybe that's my field. All right. Your soul is calling you somewhere to do something. You've done that already. Let's say you did something for 50, 40, 30 years. It's time to give it up. There's other opportunities. Step into something else. You're not just a physical being. You're a spiritual being. Stop holding your spiritual gifts. All right? No, I don't want to do that. All right? And then somebody else comes and fools you and make you believe in all this hocus pocus crap. And then you think that you're being attacked by spiritual warfare, however the hell, whatever's going on. We got to be careful. We are held by so many traumas and dogmas. It is time to clear your energy, your genetic memory. All right? So just pay attention. Hey, skish. All right, Kenzie, we're going to go ahead and tag you in. All right? Hey, Michael Ellis, hi. Sending you love and light as well. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go talk to my son. He just came in from work. Let me see how his day went. Let me go show him some love. My Virgo child. Yeah. All right. Love and light to all of you. All my blessings. And, of course, your energy is love. And it truly matters to me. And I thank you for trusting within me. Drop some boom boom. Today is the 4th of July. Celebrate your independence. Celebrate that you get to have free speech, right? And more importantly, that you don't have nobody controlling your mind, all right? That you are the citizen of this world and you harmonize with other people. That's the objective, for the world to be in harmony as much as we can, respecting other people's opinions, right? As long as nobody's violating, hitting you, taking advantage of you. Like, we don't have to fight every battle, all right? It is already fought. And so just understanding how to live a little bit more in peace. And, you know, hey, it is okay to not be okay sometimes. But how we respond when we're not okay, that is the problem. This is why we got these institutions, so we can understand. Hey, we got to be in harmony with other people. You can't go around, you know, doing things that are not, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be more coherent. But anyway, I'll be right back for Kenzie. Kenzie, we're gonna go ahead. So for some energy for you for this week. Let me take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go connect with my child. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you, guys. What the tilly dilly? Let me go bring this back. The 4 swords comes after the 3. What is it? What is it? No, I'm not going to talk about that today. I was going to talk about that. Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about it. Baby, I'm just going to... Oh, man. The balance. Learning, growing. Jones. What up? Good morning. Ivan. You had a good day at work? What happened? I told you not to take that extra so not yesterday. Was you tired? Look over when you get out. Did you eat all the snacks? Did you eat your grapes, your cherries? What did you eat? There's a last day of work for the next couple of days, so your places that we don't mind. I'm trying to, happy 4th of July, and once I finish my little ground meditate, and then we will stop writing on. So what am I going to cook? I don't know, I think I have some beef butter beef or something. The healthier version. All right, who is still in the house? All right, so Kenzie, welcome back. Welcome, welcome to all my beautiful stars. You're a superstar, no matter who you are. Who can't you see? Breakdown. Let me take this out because people don't like boundaries. So you keep this here, they don't like it. You take this out, they come in. All right. Sad, but it's true. Oh, you got boundaries? Yeah. You're gonna get them too. Don't worry about it. We doing this together. This is this is this is where we at. Let's see if we get that. Let's see what we get. Let's see what queen you get. Mm-hmm. One thing that we have to know that when we get into that Seven of Pentacles, we already know that the universe is sending you constant messages, but you are not understanding them. And when you get to the seven, if you're in a relationship, this is when you bring full communication and you let them know, hey, I know how you're coping. I'm coping the same way. How about we put all our gifts and talents together and we express ourselves? What do you need from me in order for, right? Because I want you to be better. I want to be good with you. So let's see how we could start slowly. And you probably help this person and they might go be with somebody else because now you gave them tools. All right. So always expect anything when you're in that seven, all right? Especially if you get them repeated when you watch tarot, all right? And if you do tarot for yourself, I encourage you to get your own deck and see where you're at, and then you just take them and reflect on that. It's just that simple. But when you're in a relationship and you get seven, this is pressure points, okay? Understand that the seven, we go to the seventh house, and that is, of course, whether even you see Venus with the justice, okay? That's Venus with a conscious, and she's all about bringing back balance, all right? Through, of course, karmic corrections that are happening. And you might not understand it, but that's what it's telling you. I'm correcting things for you. I got to make things balance, all right? When the imbalance happens, when self-permission is outsourced, all right? And so then it's asking you to see if effort isn't being given, okay? Match what is being returned to you with what is given. And you don't want to do that because you already learned how to give more. And it says, I'm going to collapse, child. You got self-worth. And I want to help you to build emotional intelligence. You're going to start recognizing your patterns. And when you get that seven, 9 out of 10 times, that's what it's telling you. And then if you go back to the two, oh, you're happy where you at? Oh, not really. No, well, so then what's that? All right, let's go ahead, Kenzie. Hi, is it possible to get an energy check in? Let's get an energy checked in. I want you to be a little more specific with your energy checked in so I don't go all over the world with you. All right? I want you to give me a little bit something more. I want you to bring in a little bit something more. All right? Because today we have the disciplinary energy of Saturno, and we have a square happening this moment, okay? And so give me a little bit more here, okay? Because when it comes to discipline, meaning the student and the follower, originally we connect more to instructions and development, right? Than punishment, because it's not punishing you, all right? And so a lot of time discipline is a way of showing love, okay? Protection and growth. And you might take that as, oh, if things are happening, oh, wow, why is this happening to me? All right? So why should I expect next week any good? No, it's not. No. Because you got to understand. The bottom line is that you have these expectations, and I get it, and you want a happy outcome. I get that. Where are you in your life? More to the love, to the career, ambition, goals. That you have goals, you have hobbies. Where are you? Give me. I know that you might be feeling sad, and it's gonna show me, especially if I get the 5 of Cups. All right, that is a resentment. All right, that is a passive. A lot of people, if they're not really sad, if they're not really rock bottom, they don't start feeling good because they need that. All right, and sometimes unconsciously we put ourselves there. All right, and so when I start seeing a lot of cards that like the aces that they don't carry any emotional history, all right, they're opportunities, not outcome, all right. So that's like an energy that is opening rather than being defined when it comes to love, job, career. All right. So aces is what could be created. So the Fool will give you which is not neutral in a calm sense, but neutral in its unwritten, no past way, no fixed direction, pure potential. All right. So let's go ahead here. So when we look at the balance of the active energy of the 6 of Pentacles, all right. We look at that equal give and take, all right? And when we get the Justice, while it's karmic, it is also neutral in the sense that it is fair and unbiased, all right? It doesn't lean emotionally. It simply reflects truth and balance, all right? And when you start understanding things a little bit better, then you be like, oh, okay, that's why that keeps showing up for me, all right? And when it comes to our soul, right, spiritually, the soul remember its path, but the ego doesn't always know it. All right, and a lot of people feel lost because the ego and soul are out of alignment. All right, with our conscious reflection, people can confuse distraction and obligation with purpose. All right, and so right now you're being a little bit all right. You feel sad. It's not gonna last forever. All right. This is an opportunity to see and to just get organized. All right. I don't know if you got a fear of making the wrong choice. Uncertainty. At the end of the day, it triggers us anxiety. All right. Like if you want to leave somewhere, or you want to do something, a relationship, a job, or the path. I'm gonna cling on to what's familiar. It's getting you prepared for something better. That's it. Always remember that what do they call it? That plan that didn't work out, that job that ended, that is just a realignment of energy, recalibration for you. All right, you are meant for greatness. All right, you maybe have these big plans, and the universe creates in the way you're feeling now. Maybe you have the job, you don't want it to end, and the universe says, "All right, I'm gonna give you what you want. Get ready because here it comes." And now you feel panic, and you're like, "Oh, whoa," and you start getting upset because it's everything. The universe is working in your favor. All right, so there's no need to worry. I'm just gonna give you that word of encouragement. All right, and so a lot of times anyway, we cling on to what's familiar, routines, even if they are unfulfilling, because not knowing the path feels unsafe. All right, so safety, reliability, comfort, and security is at the foundation of everything. Okay, and when we look at timing and we live in a fast-paced world of comparison, contrast. All right, and we start to understand the rite of passages. We have a lot of mentors and guys anyway from community and spiritual traditions today. Those structures are weaker. All right, and so we feel like, man, there's no direction. Okay, let's go ahead. You're welcome. So don't have to worry about it. Everything's working in your favor. All right, believe it, believe it, believe it. That you could take to the bank and cash it in. The universe always moves in my favor. Just get out of your way. Get out of the. Stop being so much in the mind. It's not gonna work out. Oh my God, the bills are gonna get paid. Now, don't worry about none of that. All right. When you align yourself with what you really want, remember you creating these things, and you say, oh, you don't want to be there no more. All right. Maybe you have to go back. And basically, a lot of times I get the Eight of Pentacles. But let's see here what you should be reflecting on at the moment. All right. And a lot of times we need direction. All right. Most of the time it's actually spiritually and psychological, and it ties into the way humans, in the way that we're wired. All right. Because if we really break it down, we are pattern seekers, and our brains are wired to look for cause and effect. You understand me? All right, let's see here. That wanted to pop out. You're making me feel better. It is going to be better. It is going to be better. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. I don't want to build this big. See? You're always going to get this card. All right? This is always going to show up. All right? But when you get this card, right, make sure that you are like if you leave that job, when you leave it, because maybe they're not going to give you Section 8. See, the thing is here, did they fire you or did you leave? Did you say, I'm so sick and tired of this? This is the universe saying, hey, let me allow. This is a pilgrimage, by the way. All right? Hi, Marie. Hi, sweetie. All right? So they're always going to show up here, okay? You know, our system listen, at the end of the day, direction, uncertainty triggers us anxiety. And then, right? Because we want to look for external signs and mentors and systems to help us navigate life at the end of the day, right? Because instinctively here with this energy, we want predictable outcomes, all right? And when we think about life without a compass, it feels like walking in a fog. But anyway, at the end of the day, and that's the problem. And that's the thing here that I want you to learn as I'm making you, because I don't only want to make you feel good. I want you to really embrace the beauty of life and how everything is working in your favor. All right? Once we feel good, remember, you want relief. Right now, you got the relief, or everything's going to turn out great. Now, this is here. What are you doing now? Are you buying books? Are you going back to school? Are you going back to school? All right? Because this is going to take you back to the same job, and you're going to go back into the same thing. Now, this is it. This is it. All right, the contract ending. Oh, that's why. It was no micromanagement, not too much workload. got a chance to travel to another country. All right. So that's why. Okay, I see now. One more. One more. One more. This is your chance to. All right. See, you're always going to wonder with the 7. So this is the chance for you to start pruning. All right. This is the wake-up call. Now you get to do what it is that you really want. All right. This ended. You got the Judgment. All right. You getting the 6 of Wands, but not yet. All right. And you got the 8 of, well, the 4 of Pentacles with the 10 of Cups. All right. A job ended. This is, listen, every time I get the Death card is you're here to change systems. All right. I mean, you could have an earthly job, which is great, or you could tap into your higher calling. All right. It's all up to you. So now, Saturn, which rules Aquarian, and it rules also Capricorn, and it likes status, validation for my work. All right. Did you feel like you get the validation that you wanted? All right. Which one thing about Saturn, it is in the 1st house, and it rules, right? It helps you rebuild structures, but it gives you the discipline through it awakens you. It's restriction limitations through awakening. All right, because there's something that you want to do here. I don't know if the success that you want here, because this is validation, this is success, this is I want to be seen, I want to be celebrated. There's something here. This is like medicine. Do you want to, like, because I don't know if you want to move to the country. There's something here, because this is about me, right? Success through discipline. All right. I want to have my own business. There's something here that you want to do in your own. You want your own business, and we all want to be this person that we are financially independent, right? But this is the kind of savior kind of energy, right? Being able to support myself. All right. Hey, Joelle, how you doing, sweetie? All right. How are you, Joelle? So come in, and let's see things here, what you have to do now, all right? And how to reflect with this energy, all right? So I'm going to go ahead in here and help you understand the 7 of Pentacles, because it's going to show now, all right? And what it's asking you to do with that energy, you didn't show up with no kings and queens, all right? Your past, how somebody sees you, all right? And that energy is balancing, helping others. You're here to do something great, and that is up to you. All right, you could go back and wait. All right, because one thing about Saturn, he gives you pressure. He limits and he restricts things to you, so you could get organized, and you could do because you want to, right? Do something that for you. All right, you gotta come in. You gotta come. You can come in as much as you want. So right now, what the energy here with the thing is that you're going to have to start pruning. All right. Right now, it is telling you to start canceling subscriptions. All right. There's something here that you're going to have to start doing. All right. Because you want to be smart with your money. All right. So what you should be investing on right here. All right. Because if you were somebody that was supportive, generous, right now, you're going to have to use your villa. All right. Unapologetically you. That means that you are going to have to get into this, because the total transformation has to happen, right? Because you've been investing energy, time in other areas of your life. So this is all about my self-preservation, the things that I have to do, all right? Because the main goal is to be successful, right? And the Saturn is, like I said again, it is in the 1st house. So it's giving you the opportunity to get rid of the bad habits, people, energy, whatever you've been wasting your time on, all right? Whatever you've been wasting your money on here, okay? And so here, you go from that kind of financial obligations that you had, all right? Hey, I'm doing what? What is coming in this month? You'll be the last person. You got to come back in, Kenzie. Don't get when you see this energy, people get frightened by it, but they don't understand it, all right? Because this is a project. I'm watching a project mature, okay? You're watching a project get mature. Is that what you're doing? Are you growing a business? Are you writing a book? Are you building a YouTube channel? Come on, you got to come on in. because I'm going to drop your energy. If you got disconnected, let me know. I need to know that you're here. Are you developing a new skill? All right? Of course. Of course. Of course. For you only. It's only victory. That's all you know. Victory, success. No. This is external validation. All right? This is, look at me. I made it. I'm in the high horse. All right? And now the universe is asking you, all right? We don't stay in that horse forever. All right? A lot of times we get ripped from things that are comfortable, or, because, our ego gets in the way. Our ego gets too big. You understand? She left. All right. She didn't understand this energy. All right? So you got to understand, when it comes to building a community or an audience here, it's cultivating a garden, like the farm here, right? These people, see, Saturn restricts to the limitations, all right? And he helps to get it organized. I can't think of anything. I wanted to write a book earlier, but I have given up. See, there you go. Because it didn't work. I just wanted a job to pay bills. No, but this is not the end. No. Not that you're not going to get a job. I'm not saying that you're not going to get a job. You got to understand, there's things that you said that you were going to do, and when you choose, because this is a new opportunity. At the end of the day, you got the judgment. The wake-up call is here. All right? And it's going to push you to your true purpose. All right? Your soul's journey, your purpose here on earth. What is it? All right? It's on other people's external validations, on the way you should live your life, on what it is that you really, really want to do. All right? So basically what it's saying here, am I saving for a major goal? Okay? Am I investing in a portfolio? Am I creating a website online? Or am I taking online courses? Am I building a community or an audience? Or are you the one that is building other people? All right? Because here it's all about pruning and getting rid of things that are not serving your purpose, your true purpose. You could get a job here, don't matter. All right, it don't matter. That you're gonna get the same thing. All right, you're just gonna do it in a different company. All right. But when you cultivate a garden and you improving your health and fitness, healing and strengthening your relationships, or even developing a spiritual practice here, all right? The work has been done here. The work has been done here, all right? So now it's time to observe, to access, and allow growth to unfold, all right? Saturn provides the discipline. Earth provides the physical reality in which the idea takes form. It is here. All right? I want you to know what you're watching. And then Jupiter, that's in the 5th house. All right? You got to understand what you're watching, because it's telling you something. You don't want to take the message because right now you're fear. You're worrying, the money, oh my God. All right? And so what happens here, when you have personal discipline challenges, I'm waking up. When I don't feel like it, I got to do that. I'm avoiding here. I'm procrastinating. That happens. I got to limit phone, okay, and social media use. I got to eat healthy, okay. I got to exercise, even when I don't feel like it. There's things that you got to commit now. I'm telling you, all right. And so anyway, but what happens is that Jupiter can help results grow, and they're here. But guess what? Saturn helps build it through discipline. You gotta look at this. Saturn helps build it. But the thing is this: we want status without the hard work and the discipline. And Saturn as a grandfather, that comes visit and says, "Oh no, that's not done like that. Until you I'm not gonna release this." Because there are karmas that are ripening, and the moment they ripen depends on how much effort you put. The moment they ripen, when you're going to receive them, all right, but it will build pressure on it, right? Tension, all right? Can you hold polarity? Okay? Do you have the capacity here, but it's through discipline. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, okay, been on social media unnecessarily instead of continuing with my book. There you go. You know there's something that you told your future self. You told yourself, and you stopped because you said, "Oh, it's going to take too long. Oh, no, I don't think I can do it." You could, listen. You're co-creating here, all right? You're co-creating what it is that we want the validation. We want to be in this position of success, victory, but we want the easy work. And Saturn said, And what for you, it feels like a monster. It feels like this pressure. Oh, God. All right? Oh, my God. It's going to take too long. We want victory recognition. We want premature power. This is not even about temptation. This is about premature power without the discipline. All right? He shows you where you bound it. All right? And when you know, no, I can't stand the heat. I can't take it. I want it now. But you're going to complete it anyway. Or you'll stay miserable. All right? But everything is to help you. Saturn helps you build it. When you understand this energy, he shows you the chains. All right? All right? And I don't want to do like everybody else because I'm not in the energy. But what I'm telling you, when you want premature power without the effort, the work, the discipline, all right, it's going to lead you to confusion. You're going to be wasting your time. Stop watching social media. Stop watching so much. Get pruning. All right? Get back to that book. The universe is ready to assist you. And if you believe in yourself and your self-worth, all right, this is it. The pressure's been building. Can you stand the discipline? You are being restricted for a reason. It's not to, boy, you could go back. You go back. You could go back. It's all right. All right? So just learn a little bit of what you're watching and what it's telling you. All right? When you start pruning what drains you, you're going to focus in 3 different categories. All right? You're going to focus on what grows. You're going to focus on what you keep investing in, what's stagnant. And you're going to adjust, or you're going to give a deadline. You got to drain what is cutting. Right? So you're going to have to learn how to do that. If you're not ready to do it, you can watch until your eyes turn blue. All right? What are you calling? Who got blue eyes? All right? And that is the hard part. That is the one that we don't want to do. But guess what? Saturn is going to feel like this. It's going to feel like everything's coming against you. All right? It'll feel like you're going to have to learn. I'm going to give you a little bit of the Villa era. All right? This is not you doing nothing malicious. You're not hurting nobody. You're not doing no seances, calling in on the nature spirits. All right? To help you. All right? If you're in darkness, you understand me? Yes, you was. You making it somebody else. You making somebody else rich. All right? And until you understand that, you have to start pruning. All right? Prune, prune, prune. Keep that word. I want you to keep that so deep in your mind that no matter what, I'm pruning. All right? Adjust or give a deadline. Or cut it off. All right? And like I said, that is the hard part because pruning can look like canceling subscriptions, unnecessary spending, walking away from something that is not paying off. All right? Saturn looks, let's say, oh man, I can't do that now. Man, my grandfather's here. I can't go out, girls. I got things to take care of. I cannot go watch that if I'm trying to grow. All right? Invest in where you, because your true, your higher self is calling you. Yes, go ahead, Joel. All right? So, walking away from something not paying off. Saying no to people or distractions. Stopping habits that waste your money, your time, your energy. If it's not growing after effort, it is not your harvest. It is not your harvest. All right? Reinvest in. All right? Reinvest your energy because it's all about your energy and your time in what works. All right? Your big goal or launch. This is about launching something new. Launch it. Pruning is not quitting everything. It is keeping the right things and letting them grow properly. It is about being honest with yourself. Again, here we go back to honesty. All right? And asking yourself, am I holding on to this because it's growing or because I don't want to let it go? So anyway, you're forced to it. All right? It happened to me 3 years ago. And it's going to happen to a lot of the people that have, of course, any connections to Saturn that were born when Saturn was in the first house. It is happening to Arises. And it is a slow moving energy. It's giving you that time. It'll be with you. You got to trust more into your abilities, your skills, your gifts. All right? You have it there. And when you see this energy, see, you're not holding on to them. You put them there already. All right? It depends. When you see the pentacle, it depends where it's at in the card and where it's spread out. All right? It is in this large bush. And when you see the union of the spiritual and the earthly realm, and you're holding on, you're not holding on to your spiritual gifts. You already put it there. You invested it already. All right? You look at the way it is growing. Grounding spiritual wisdom into practical action instead of what? All right? Keeping it only as an idea. Stir the energy. Recognize that your time, your attention, and your talents and your resources are sacred. I'm not going to tell you again. You got to look at the way it is spread out. All right? I hope that this helped you, and I hope that you start pruning. Focus on your goals. Small focus blocks in time. I'll give an hour and a half here, and that's it. I'll give an hour and a half. Doesn't mean that you could go. You don't have to go to TikTok because we get inspiration. We want to laugh. We don't want to be, too uptight. That means that I'm going to watch an hour and a half. Notice that you don't want to become a zombie scroller. It is affecting your watch or whatever it is that you're doing. It is affecting your growth. Learn. All right. This is not about malice. This is not being malicious. This is you taking care of you. All right. This doesn't say I'm gonna just forget about all my responsibilities. This is you taking care of you before you could take care of somebody else. You get up first and you take care of you. You got it. You eating healthier. All right. You don't sit there. You know what I mean? Like, I could go really deep on this cup, but I'm gonna leave it there. All right. So you know what? That's what happens. But when we start pruning, we get the roadmap. All right. And when to invest to, which is super critical for your current cycle. All right. So roadmap basically says focus, invest, launch, enjoy, and keep things balanced. There's no balance here. All right. If you want to have victory, success, if you want to answer to your higher calling, your true purpose, all right, because you got the vertical and the horizontal, all right, it's pushing you to your true purpose through people and through the divine, all right? This is it, all right? Follow what truly makes you happy, all right? So when you look at the energy, all right, big projects, reward, comfort, balance, money, build skill, stabilize, maintain flow, stop wasting your time. All right. I hope that helped you. And if it didn't, all right. If you got a plant, you cut it, right? You prune it so it could grow better. Think about it like that. Okay. So when it comes to Allah, it's removing what's not giving real return. All right. So that goes with your money as well. All right. Simple and practical. Review everything you are investing time, money, and energy, people, projects, and ask yourself, is this actually helping me grow or just sitting there? And with that being said, I hope it helped you, sweetie, okay? This is a teachable moment for everyone. These cards are so rich in imagery, and they, instead of giving you, oh, yes or no, and then you say, oh, everything's going great, I'm going to get that job. But yeah, eventually you'll get the same job or something along the lines, or this is giving you time to take those up, that approach, take your life more seriously. All right, invest where you're growing. Stop investing in somebody else's future. All right, stop investing in somebody else's future. It's time for you to invest in your own future. Okay, and since the devil's energy came out, I want to talk about the things that people don't like because it's uncomfortable, and it's uncomfortable. We don't want it. Invest in your growth. You forget about that. This is it. You stop investing in other people. Period. Quick. All right. And so since the devil came out, I'm going to talk about the inner, and a lot of people might leave because it is uncomfortable when we look at the focus, right? Because he is focused on the material side of life, all right? The little, we project our fear. There's a lot of fears here. We project our fears on these demons. We do, all right? We call the inner demons because we don't understand that it's been pain, that it's been frightened because you haven't dealt with. So you start with who? You start with looking at my pain. All right, because a lot of times emotionally we get affected by it. All right, by the past. This is the time to do it. Same job doesn't mean that they might reconsider it. You never know, because this is anytime that you get the judgment, it's a new chance. It's a review. They might be reviewing. I don't know if you put applications other places, but something is being reviewed at the moment as we speak right now. All right, so if you plan well, if you did everything right. If you got all kinds of documentation organized, you have nothing to worry about, all right? You don't have not, your portfolio speaks for itself. I don't know if you made a portfolio. This is time to update your resume and do the things that you have to do. But when it comes to this card, it's very, very heavy, and it's a very exaggerated, by the way. All right, because this is raw life force. This is the energy. Okay, this is part of you. This ain't going nowhere. You want to. The least you could do is how do I get harnessed in this energy, and how can I bring this because this is part of you. It ain't going nowhere. You might think it is, but when we look at the spiritual symbolism of the things that are in, right? Because negative and positive, male and female kind of energy, right? And when we alchemize this energy, all right, it could give us so much abundance, but we don't understand it. Oh, I hope they do. They will. Stop worrying. When you leave here, no more worry. No more worry. You said it. It's like you said it and you forget it. But you don't stop moving. You surrender. That means that no matter what happens, okay, you trust in the divine and the outcome. You don't try to control nothing. All right, you didn't get the Wheel of Fortune, but you got Jupiter. Jupiter right now is in the fifth house, in the house of creativity, your higher mind, your higher calling. All right, it's all faith. This is all faith. This is your faith right here. You release it. Your mind already made okay, this is gonna happen. It's logic now. All right. So don't try to don't do anything else. But when we look at the inner demons, they're often seen as trials of the soul, tests of consciousness. All right, and these experiences, of course, they force us growth and self-awareness. All right, no more. Stop worrying. Don't do that. You're gonna come back. Oh wow, I got hired. It is there. All right, but you got. At the end of the day, you got choices. All right. And so anyway, at the end of the day, when we see the inner demons that people speak about, all right, they deal with. We're talking about shadow. All right, it wants to be expressed. It want to be seen. I don't know if you was thinking about writing a book that's exotic, erotica, the erotic charge. All right. I don't know if you was some taboo. It was like a little taboo. Because the goal here at the end of the day is not to destroy these parts completely, but to understand them, heal them, integrate them, transform them into wisdom and strength. You got it? And so when we look at the myth that they show, even when they show darkness descending, all right, before finding illumination, because we got it there, all right? That's a transformation often begins with facing what is hidden, all right? And this is not hidden. It's showing you. Those chains, of course, they are bounded here. Why they bounded by the neck, right? Why the neck? All right. You know you like good things. You know that you like beautiful jewelry. They're just showing you through awareness. All right. Now you get to see the chains. You're bounded there. All right. That's limited. That's limited. That's restricting you, the things that you like. All right. So this is more of a materialism kind of energy. You like nice jewelry. You like prendas. I call it prendas. You like your bling bling. You like all those beautiful things, right? And so you're gonna have to learn how to be without that. All right? You're gonna have to limit the things that you like to buy, the foods, whatever it is that you was enjoying, the guilty pleasures. You're gonna have to say, oh, I can't buy that anymore, and it's okay. Even if you got to give your car back, even if you got to take the bus. I know I did it. All right? I still get to keep some of the little indulgences of things that I like. All right? But I had to give so much, so I won't be able to learn nothing. Okay? Anyway, so the focus here is on your growth. Because when you look at the inner demons, those are symbolic representations. All right? I like that. I know, me too. I know you do. I know I shouldn't buy it. Oh, but oh well. All right? You say bye-bye buying. All right? Just limit yourself to 1 or 2. At best 3. How many credit cards do you have? All right? You know you're not like things. You know you like that all that bling bling. It says it right here, all right? I gotta look good. I like my colognes, my perfumes. All right, you're gonna say, child, we gotta get this book going. Limit your people. Limit the people that you're around. You don't want to, but it's pressure. Saturn is putting pressure. Wherever your Saturn is at, whether it's in Capricorn, whether it's in Sagittarius, whether you got rising, Sagittarius, I feel like here you got Sagittarius rising. That means the sign that was rising at the time that you was born, based on the Eastern horizon time, all right? And so you got to understand, just do a little bit of work on yourself. But when we look at this inner demons, all right? All right? And what they called inner demons, right? Because they often symbolize forces, all right? They're forces, all right? And when we look at energies, it's energy, all right? Hey, so you are rising Sagittarius, and this is why it shows up. All right? Thank you for confirming that at least. All right? And it shows up here. And I know everybody's rising sign. And maybe moon. Maybe you have moon in Pisces. I don't know if you have moon in Pisces. You got a new moon somewhere. All right, could be Leo. I don't know exactly where, but I just could give you your rising sign. All right, I just got to look at the card and I know your rising. So thank you for confirming that. But anyway, at the end of the day, when we look at the inner demons, all right, we go back to the person's psyche because they're not literal. They're not literal beings. They're not literal beings, my love. All right, because in psychology, symbolism here, you got a moon in Leo. Thank you for confirming that as well. All right, they represent the parts of ourselves that create inner conflict, suffering, and guess what? Self-sabotage. All right, there's nobody else that we do it to ourselves. All right, but we put face or these monsters, right? We put apps on things that we don't understand because it's esoteric that way. It's a mystery, supposed to be. All right. And anyway, so inner demons can represent fear of abandonment, failure, rejection, losing control, unhealed wounds, past pain that has been frightened, all right, or influences our emotional state and our behaviors, all right. But when we look in psychology, the ideas of Carl Jung, I don't know how many of you know Carl Jung, they represent hidden or denied parts of the self, anger, jealousy, shame, guilt, resentment, hidden desires, suppressed emotions, and why they call these demons across mythology and religion. Again, they symbolize, guess what? Forces that tempt, distort perception, drain life energy, create chaos, and separate people from wisdom and truth. And the sooner that you say, you know what, let me go look at these, what they say, let me go deal with my shadow, because this show is going to show up. All right? Your shadows will show. You're not going to see them because guess what? You're animal. You got human intelligence with animal instinct. So he's not in control. You're just not aware of it. All right? And so please understand, you are human intelligence with our animal instincts. All right? And your animal kicks in, and before you know it, it acts. All right? So let's deal with these wounds. Let's look at these trials of the soul, these tests of consciousness as we experience. All right? And it's going to give us, and it's going to force us to grow up and become more aware. And then you start looking at the bondage. Oh, I'm not really constricted. I'm not really, no. All right? The bamboo, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. All right? When you learn how to, I'm going to bring tomorrow, as I'm decoding. All right? I go really deep. And if you're not ready to go deep, if you want to stay superficial, that's great. All right? That's good. That's up to you. All right? And so, yeah, okay? And we look a lot at symbolic. And when we don't understand the cosmic energy and we don't understand consciousness, we should be front center, right? And when we operate from a higher, when we operate from a higher self, we don't be. It's like you listening to your inner critic louder. Stop listening to your inner critic. All right. I wish the moon would show up, and I would have given you a great, more of a extended reading here. Thank you, Toy Play 411 4811. So when we look at psychological, these inner demons, we understand that, of course, through experience and thought patterns here, all right, internally, these are destructive thoughts. They're only thoughts. And then that starts with addictions, because it doesn't happen here. No. Here is where you become aware. Oh, shit. All right? And so it starts with the fool, all right? And it goes to the magician. And the magician says, oh, I could control it if I repeat it, all right? This is doing things, not being aware of them, all right? And then we get stuck in the pattern. So anyway, those destructive thought patterns, they become addictive, and the addictions start to form. Compulsions, toxic cycles, self-hatred, and emotional torment. Right now, you're emotionally tormenting yourself for nothing, and you're not realizing, I'm showing up, and deal with me, because guess what? I'm not going nowhere. All right, so please understand this. And when we look from a symbolical form, the inner demons, and when we look at the dragons, all right, and you see that in the Seven of Cups. When you look, I'm here, ooh, yoo-hoo. Well, we got to deal for serious. We got to deal with them. And I'm going to show that here as well, how to take care of the energy, all right? Because it wants to be seen. I want to be seen. I'm part of you. I'm part of you. And when we look at the Seven of Cups, we see the dragon, and that dragon represents overwhelming fear. There's also greed, and there's chaos. But you say, man, I don't look like that. I don't look like that. Oh, no. All right. I don't look like that. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, I'm gonna teach everybody about the shadow. Okay, the things that we're afraid to look at. We better go look at somebody else's shadow. Oh, look at them. Look at the way they look. I know I used to do it. Horrible. We used to judge, but we judge what we don't understand until we start to wake up. All right. We could be so much. I mean, one thing about me, I know that I was an emotional first responder. Oh shit, I didn't know I was an emotional first responder. Very high demanding, by the way. All right, and I learned that. I said, whoa. You gotta calm down. Go deal with your mess before you go deal with somebody else's. But I didn't know I had blind spots. All right, I didn't know that. But you'll learn. When you learn, you deal with it. All right, what the heck is this teaching me? Because I'm tired of this. You know what I mean? And then it says, hey, you got to give some things up. You got to limit it. You got to limit. All right? I'm going to bring some heaviness. And when people tell you, oh, there are shifts. I don't know, this big shift is going to happen. Wow. And you're going to be so rich. That is a damn lie. All right? Don't believe that. All right? Believe slowly. All right? If you're not growing in this darkness, what are you doing? All right? You don't want to stay too long here in this darkness. If you're not growing, this is about materialism, success. All right? But I'm focused. You got it? All right? Well, you're going to learn. Child, when you learn about your shadow, I didn't know either. Believe me, 4 years ago, you didn't tell me my shadow. What the hell is that? I see it outside. It wants to be seen. Hello, I'm here, erotica. You know, all that stuff. You know, like if we take it into a sexual kind of understanding, yes, sex is okay. Healthy sex is okay. You don't have to be shy. Oh my God, don't say sex. What the hell are we doing? What are we here? All right, all fertilization happens in water when we want to feel it, right? We want to feel it. All right, learn about your body. It's okay. We don't have to deny those parts. Know what? Ooh, why I feel so good, right? What is sex about? All right. Of course, lust is toxic. This is why we're here. All right. All right. So learn lust is lust. All right. Lust is not love. All right. Toxic is how much you do it. Sex is normal. So what the repetition, the pattern, then it becomes lustful. The person looks at you through these lustful eyes because the animal doesn't know. It only knows what has been taught. And so you get the awakening, all right, through restriction. And he said, oh, shit. All right. But anyway, so the shadows represent the unknown, the rejected self, monsters. And they also represent pain that has become frightened. Because why? Because it's been avoided. Learn. All right. All right. We're going to leave it there because if I have to go pull out the love energy, I will stay here for a while. All right. So then we see labyrinths. They cause, or chains. Chains, we see they cause limitations, bondage, and addictions. All right. So anyway, we look at labyrinths, confusion, and inner struggles. So the devil often what? He symbolizes attachment, obsession, fear, unhealthy patterns, feeling trapped by desires or wounds. But symbolically, the chains are what? They are visible. All right? That means that they lose because awareness and conscious choice can break the cycle. All right? And love is freedom. Love doesn't obey a logic. It's an incredible force that is within you, within us. It is tension, no arc, no story. If we remove tension, we remove the meaning of life. So learn what love is. It's an incredible force that is wild. It cannot be tamed, but your ego says, oh yeah, tame love. Get obsessed with it. All right? Ooh, all right. And that, I hope that was learning for those of you that are in your road, on the road to recovery, and how to prune, all right? And how you can move forward, all right? And so you could let now finance, you know, like, oh, you're going to reap your rewards. When? I don't see it. All right? Stop wasting money and start making poor financial choices, decision. Let's get out of that scarcity mindset, overspending or struggling or lack of planning here, all right? The devil is impulse spending, material obsession, addictions, and the energy I spend without the things that don't deserve, that I don't need. I don't need it. All right? And so anyway, and then I thought I don't have enough money. All right? Let's build something real is what Saturn gives you. All right? Let's give you the one you want, but let's go ahead and start pruning. It's like me. It's like when you get the 8 of Pentacles, right? Can I buy, example, I'm going to buy a book at $50 for a skill that helps me. It's going to help me earn $500. All right? And you got a whole lesson. because you are worth it. I want you to understand that I honor the journey that you're on. I've been there. I understand it. All right? A reading, a 10, 15, 20-minute read is not going to get you to where you're at. You're basically going to invest in somebody's future. All right? And I'm not here for that. I'm here to change systems. All right? I'm here to change systems. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. All right? It's not comfortable. If it was comfortable, everybody doing it. It's not comfortable. It requires discipline, all right? Through restrictions, and it's going to give you the awakening, and you start seeing it, and it's nothing to be scared about. It's not, now you're here, all right? Started from the bottom, now you're here, all right? Lack of education, exactly. So if I'm buying a book, all right, even if you buy a deck of cards, right? I buy a deck of cards. These cost me about $25. I gotta invest. I'm investing in my future, but I gotta study each and every card. All right, I'm looking at symbolism, right? I gotta understand my moon phases. If I'm buying a card, a tarot deck, I'm invested in my future. I want to educate. I'm not gonna buy them for the hell of it, to make fun. I used to, all right. So then educate yourself. Go to the library. It's free. All right, education is free. All right, it's free. You just go learn. All right. So if I'm spending $50 on a book, that's gonna help me earn $500 plus. All right. If I'm paying for a tool that I only spend $10 and it's gonna make me $500, that's smart investment. All right. You get it? So educate yourself, invest, launch that business. That's gonna bring you long-term income. All right. If you have no strategy, so you mad at people that got strategies, all right? Which at the end of the day, you know, when you strategic living, all right, you're not gonna learn how to have surrender because you're gonna know how to live that way anyway, all right? So understand a little discipline goes a long way, because if not, Saturn makes you do it all over again. This is the life that you want, all right? So anyway, if you buy something shiny today that doesn't support your goals, or you impulse spend here, just to feel good, all right? And you don't use that. That doesn't contribute to your goals. Short-term pleasures that drain your energy or your resources, that most likely what it's saying to you. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm sorry that I don't have more energy. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll go back into this energy and again and again and again. The goal is for you to awaken and get on this unconscious energy. It is not serving your purpose. Stop wasting your money. Your time is everything. You don't get that back. All right. If you watch, make sure it's with a purpose. You know, if you're doing it for entertainment, it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But make sure that you understand your energy. Your energy, your time is everything here. You got to understand that, man. All right. If I'm just giving, like, you know, a lot of times the Queen of Cups shows up, you know, and of course our nervous system affects our money. You know, and if you're unsafe, you might hoard to avoid money, or you're unworthy, or you're undercharged, or you settle, you get overwhelmed, you probably right now ignore your finances completely. All right, when we get emotionally attached to money, all right, we sometimes spend to feel love. We give money to feel needed, or we avoid money, all right, because we don't want the responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility, all right? Intuition can make you very, very rich here. All right? Your intuition can make you very, very rich. All right? But it requires discipline. Yeah, I haven't used that word. People don't like when I use that word, so I stopped using it. Yeah, you want instant gratification without the hard work. You want premature power. This is not even about temptation. This is about premature power without the discipline and the death or the integration of the ego. That's why it didn't show up here. All right? All right. So, focus here on what makes you, all right? What gives you long-term growth at the end of the day, okay? Addition are for slaves, all right? All right, I'm not talking about slaves and none of that. This is not even about slaves, all right? All right, this is about working with, this is working on the tension. All right, this is real life force energy. That was not bad. All right, it is how you respond, how your animal respond when it's in the situation. All right, you got it. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I thank you guys so much. Understand that today's Saturn Saturn. If you go into New Orleans, a lot of time, the energy. Somebody's who lives in New Orleans. Somebody's visiting New Orleans. All right. But anyway, Saturn in Cancer. All right. The Sun in Cancer and Saturn in Aries. This is one of the strongest Saturn-related influences active today, which it is a square. All right. And so anyway, understanding that death of the ego. There you go. The death. All right. No, knowledge is good, but wisdom is action, is power. All right. Knowledge is great, but you don't want to stay just knowledgeable. You want to turn that wisdom into action. All right. I want to see a lot of successful people here. And through discipline, hard work, dedication, pruning, getting rid of stuff that don't serve your growth. Been there, done that. All right. And you also got Mars conjunction Uranus, unexpected action, breakthroughs, and impulsive energy today. Mars is also sextile in Neptune, inspired action, intuition, and creativity. All right. And so understand that this is not connected to Neptune. All right. You lose money and you give money to that. I'm done. All right. We're gonna talk about spirit. With too many people with too much spirit, too much nature spirit, and dwarves and animals and all kinds of demonics or whatever the hell. Listen, I don't do that. Look. All right. I don't want nobody commenting. No, go learn and then you can comment here. All right. All right. Spirit. All right. When we talk about spirit, we're talking about energy, raw, life force. All right. We're talking about the rawness. So when you see the devil, that is a force. That is a dark force that hasn't been integrated because it is not aware of the dark. It is not aware. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't have time. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to answer those last questions. All right, Kenzie, all my best to you. All right. You're welcome. No, it's not that easy. For you, you want quick nap. Boom, boom, boom. No, it don't work like that. All right. No. How do I get started? All right. Read a book. Read a book. Take a course. Your soul is longing. It is hungry. I want it. Damn it, don't keep me trapped here. Why are you keeping me trapped? I want to be seen. Oh, you stop doing what it is that you want. The ego doesn't know. The ego's strong. The ego is rooted on being strong. It's going to try to, woo. All right? So anyway, you're welcome so much. Kenzie, don't you worry about nothing. You hear me? You just carry on. You know what you got to do. Come back and watch this video. I urge you, I encourage you to get your own deck of cards and go and reflect. All right? You got ChatGPT. Okay? The universe keeps creating new tools. All right? Be patient with yourself. The only one that's getting in your way is you knowing about my shadow, dark, light, and how to integrate those two forces. How to harness the energy of both light, dark, shadow. How to integrate, all right? How to sit in the middle. Do you trust yourself in the middle, all right? Nah, I'm going to emerge something new out of me. It's got to be born, all right? A new child, a new way of thinking, innocence. I'm not focusing on the past mistakes that I made. I don't live in the past. If people think I'm in the past, and that's shame on, well, not shame on nobody. That is too bad. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm a new creature in Christ consciousness. I'm a new creature in Christ consciousness. Let's leave it there without putting so much religion into it. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then go learn. All right? And with that being said, I love you guys so much. So again, I thank you so much here for taking your time and trusting within me. All right. And of course, I honor the journey that you're on. All right. You're not your past. You're not your past. All right. So you show yourself a new course and effect. You give yourself some time. You believe in yourself and what your dreams are telling you. All right. Not the idea, not our identity, not who you was last year, 2 years ago, 10 years. I don't care when it was. You're not that person anymore. All right. Step into the fullness of your greatness. And I promise you that you show the universe a new course and effect. You move into that frequency. You set that frequency really, really high and unbelievable, incredible. Things that miracles that happened to you before. And of course, you see the more opportunities. That's it. And where are you taking that new opportunity? All right. Can you cultivate it? Can you make it grow? Yeah, but it's up to you. It is on to how much dedication, devotion to you, to yourself. All right. If you already share, you share with family, friends. You gave this, that. You gave energy. You feel, oh, I feel guilty. You learn and you go teach them. All right. The mind is a powerful thing to waste, my friends, my beautiful star family. Okay. Trust your own gravity, and of course, understand this invisible life force that we call love, that we all part of. All right. With that being said, all right. I don't want to go, but I have to go. I love you guys so much. See you guys tomorrow. All right. We're going to tap into some deep stuff tomorrow if you guys like. And thank you for the ones that have been here, sharing, caring. Sharing is caring, love. But I want you to hear, this is about you believing in yourself. Courage, have faith in what your dreams are telling you. All right? Follow that. All right? Get out all the noise. All right? For them, it's going to see, for the people that are not spiritually adept, for them, it's going to see like magic, witchcraft. All right, because they are of course stuck in low, toxic, dense pockets of consciousness. All of this is consciousness, and we're stuck at the bottom, all right, of it. And you want to be able to come up. Oh, wow, I was stuck there. Look at me, look at me. Oh wow, look at my old self. All right. Anyway, I love you guys. I gotta go. Have a great 4th of July, and may the force of God be with you all. All my blessings, love, and of course, I wish an abundance of happiness, joy. Happy birthday to my beautiful Cancers, and thank you guys. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye. I didn't finish? I thought I finished.